special message for you at the end of the show. Cards that I'm using today are the Angel Power Wisdom cards, and I have the 3 cards for your message at the end of the show. So right now, I just want you to take a moment and think of the number that you are drawn to, number 1, number 2, or number 3. Go for the number that pops straight into your mind, because that is the right number for you, and that will connect you to the right message for you. So as at the end of the show, I will reveal the messages. But our weekly card, our guidance for the week, is the Angel of Action card, everybody. And this is really special because right now we are being assisted to move forward on our path in a very big way. We have good energy behind us. We have the retrograde energies. We've got 4 planets in retrograde, everyone. I'm sure you're all feeling it. At times you can become overwhelmed with the retrogrades. You know, this is high energy. This is a high transformational time. We are evolving to a very high level, connecting back to our light being. So there is moments that you can feel a little bit overwhelmed with this energy. But what we must remember is this is the perfect energy for manifesting. This is the perfect energy for success. So any action step that you are guided to take right now is going to speed up that process for you. You will be flying. This is your transformation time. This is when you get your wings. You spread your wings and you fly, and you start to receive everything. But you do need to work with the universe. We are the co-creators of our lives. So when we co-create, that is working together with the universe. So any action steps that you are guided to take right now, go for it, because you're going to be so supported. Even baby steps is going to really, really help you. Sometimes the smallest action step per day will really, really push you on. It will catapult you forward to where you need to be. So as I say, manifesting super, super high right now. You can make things happen under this energy. So try and use the energy wisely. Try and use the energy to your benefit right now. Because if you do, you are going to see everything come in. So I just want to talk a little bit about surrendering. Surrendering your desires to the divine. This is absolute must when you're manifesting. If you hold on to your desires too tight and don't let them go, you will create a block, and it will be very, very hard for your desires to manifest. This is always a really, really tricky subject, because when we want something really badly, it's natural for us to think about it all the time. It's natural for us to question, when's it coming, how's it coming, but actually we break the connection. What happens? We lose focus, we become frustrated, the self-doubt creeps in, the control creeps in. We begin to say, is this going to happen? How is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? And more frustration creeps in, and you end up in a vicious cycle. You end up circling round and around and around, and you end up driving yourself crazy. But you still don't receive your manifestation, because you're holding on too tight, because you haven't let go. And what happens is it causes resistance. And we cannot manifest successfully when we're coming from a space of resistance. We need to come from a space of alignment. So we need to come from a space of completely trusting that our desires are going to come to us. We can't keep asking over and over again for the same thing, because what we do when we do this is we are telling the universe that we do not trust. Because when you ask for something, if you keep asking over and over and over, that is putting out the vibration that you are not trusting. So you will be in a space of resistance. Resistance is so hard to manifest from. You're going to really struggle to receive anything. Alignment is where you will successfully manifest from, because when you're in alignment, you are at your highest vibration. When you aren't trusting and flowing with your path, you are at a lower vibration, and you need to be on your highest vibration in order to receive everything that you want. So we need to let go of the self-doubt. We need to let go of the worrying. We need to realize that letting go equals magically manifesting effortlessly everything that you want. So you need to focus where you want to be rather than where what's not coming in for you now. So you need to ask yourself, are my needs fulfilled now, where I am now? Or are you in a space where you just don't feel fulfilled unless you get what you've asked for? Unless your manifestation comes into form, do you feel fulfilled? Because you need to be fulfilled now. You need to be in the present moment now. You need to be connected with your power, which is always in the here and now and the present moment. You can't expect your manifestation to come in and feel something within you, like feel a void within you. You have to be all of that within you now to successfully, rapidly manifest. So if you keep asking for the same thing, you may have a void. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples here. So if you were manifesting money, you're manifesting a sum of money, you're manifesting abundance in your life. But you keep asking for it. You're not receiving it, you're getting frustrated, the money isn't coming to you, you're not seeing any changes with your finances, and you begin to get frustrated. There is a void in this area. You need to look at it. You need to ask yourself, what is this void? What is stopping me from manifesting? Because if you match the right energy to what you're manifesting, you're going to manifest every single time. And money is just energy. We are energy beings. And if we match the right mindset, you won't fail. You have to receive. That is the law. That is the powerful law of attraction. That all works on energy and frequency. So you could then have a void. So what you need to do is you need to ask yourself, where is my money mindset? Am I trusting that this money is coming to me? Do I feel worthy of this money coming to me? Have I got old, outdated conditioning around my money mindset? Maybe you've been programmed as a child, maybe your carers and your parents, without even realising, completely unintentionally, were always saying things to you like, don't waste that money, don't buy that because you need to save, that's unnecessary, we've got to save every penny, don't waste that. So without realising it, you would have been programmed. It happens to all of us. We all are at some point in the wrong money mindset. So another example, if you were manifesting romance, you're manifesting love, and you're getting frustrated around love, you need to ask yourself, where's the void here? Why is this love not manifesting for me? Have you got a void somewhere? Are you coming from a space of self-love? Again, do you feel worthy of receiving love? Do you feel lovable? Have you got past pain and hurts around love, situations, emotional experiences that still need to be released? This is all what you need to ask yourself, why you're not receiving. So we basically have to have no attachment to the result. We need to surrender all attachments. We need to ask, know it's done, move away from it. That is going to keep you aligned and open and ready to receive. A really good way of remembering this is imagining that you're going to the supermarket and you're doing your food shop. You grab your basket, you put in all the food that you want, you go to the checkout, you line it all up at the checkout, you bag it all up, you pay for it, and then some people take the option to say, can I have that delivered to my home later? And they go, yeah, sure, that will be delivered later. Use this analogy the same as manifesting with the universe. So you've got your shopping basket, you're putting everything in it that you desire, your shopping basket of the universe, you're putting everything in it that you desire. You go to the checkout, that's you asking, this is what I want, you're at the checkout, you wait, you wait and you pack it, and then you wait for delivery. You don't have any doubts that that shopping isn't going to arrive. That's a really, really good way of thinking of it, and a really good way to relax your mind. So I just hope that helps somebody today, and makes a difference. Surrender, let go, and you will see huge difference around your manifesting. So I think we have a caller on the line now. We're going to go to Ida. Have we got Ida on the line? Ida,
Ida,
sorry. Have
yes.
we got Ida? Hello, Ida. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm really good, thank you. I'm really good. I'm going a bit croaky because I've got really bad hay fever, so it keeps affecting my throat. So I do apologise if I go a bit croaky. How can I help you?
This is the first for me, so I'm guessing just to ask you a question.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go ask away.
Okay, so I've been in a crazy relationship type deal, with two brothers. It's the craziest thing ever. Um, I'm just wondering where is this gonna go?
Okay, so you're in a relationship with two different people who are brothers. Is that right?
Yes, pretty much. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull. So how I work is I'm going to pull the oracle cards of the romance deck, and then I get the guidance from the angels. I will give you everything I get around this situation. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the cards now, and I'm going to ask for some messages for you. Let's pull a couple more and see where we're at with this. Okay, so we've got romantic feelings card. So this is telling me that your romantic feelings are stirred for both. You're in a space at the moment, like you say, where you're in a bit of a tricky situation. You're not sure where you're going. You're not sure what right decision to make. The angels are saying you do have feelings for both. So this is obviously going to cause confusion. And what we need to do is we need to give you the right guidance now, because obviously what we don't want to happen is this to all kind of blow up on you, because seeing two people at once, especially brothers, you obviously know you need to make a choice. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I get the release your ex card. There, one of these brothers would have been the first person that you saw, so would be the energy of quite pushy. Does that make sense? So the first brother that you connected with, would he be quite pushy in nature, quite bolshy?
Yes.
Okay, and the other brother's quite sensitive, a little bit quieter. Would that make sense?
Uh huh.
So I'm feeling the guidance that the angels are giving me is that the more sensitive brother would be more suited to you. He can offer you more in the future, but the excitement is with the other brother, the one who's a bit more pushy and outgoing and quite a cheeky chappy. But they're saying you need to make the decision from the heart, and you need to make your decision with the brother who can offer you love, stability, security, and not just the wild ride, if that makes sense. Is that connecting with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I get the getting to know each other card. So you've obviously been getting to know them both. They've got very, very different personalities. They're brothers, but they are, wow, they're so, so different. They really, really are. So their energy is very, very different. Um, so you've been getting to know them both. You have to make your choice. The guidance I'm receiving for you is go with the more sensitive, the more thoughtful brother, because he is the one who is going to be better for you in the long run. The other one, I get a feeling that he can't always be trusted. Would that make sense to you?
Uh huh.
Okay, and the last card I get for you is you deserve love. So this, I feel like the angels are saying you're in a space right now where You don't always love yourself too much. You haven't always felt good about yourself. You haven't always felt deserving. This is from your childhood. Would that resonate to you?
Yeah.
There's situations in your childhood. Listen, you were really hurt. You were let down. You wasn't given the love that you deserved. So what's happening right now is you are craving this love from both, because it feels good. And do you know what? Do not beat yourself up about that, because that is absolutely natural. But you've got to fill the void inside your heart. Inside your heart is saying that you're not good enough. You don't deserve it. Did somebody in your childhood put you down a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
My
I'm
dad.
feeling this as some right, yeah. So your dad's put you down. He's made you feel unlovable. But you know what? This is not true. The angels are saying, please, please realize that your dad had his own issues, and um he portrayed them onto you. This is not true. It's not true. You are fully lovable and deserving. You're a beautiful, beautiful person. So you need to give yourself more love. You need to give yourself more love, and that is going to help you. So I hope that helps
Okay.
you. Okay,
It does.
I would go for the sensitive one.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you take care.
Thank you. You too, ma'am.
Bye. So we're going to go to our second caller now. We've got Ashley on the line. Hi, Ashley. Are you there?
Hi, I'm here. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Brilliant. How can I help you?
I just wanted to see maybe if there was any guidance or seeing if there's any past loved ones around me.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull you a couple of different cards. I'm going to do a message from the heaven card first. This is for Ashley. Let's get another one. And then I'm going to pull you a gateway oracle card, because these are really lovely for guidance. Okay, so your heaven card is your intuition is strong and we are reaching out to you for help. And your second card is listen to your inner voice as we try and guide you, use your intuition. So this is telling me straight away that you're in a bit of a space where you're not quite sure where you're going. You're feeling a little bit all over the place. Would that be right, Ashley?
Correct.
You've got decisions to make. You are being guided. There's a male in spirit. Is there a male that you lost in spirit? Beautiful energy.
Um, my grandfather or my mom's boyfriend a few
I
years
feel
ago.
it's your grandfather. He's saying it, yeah, he's stepping forward. It's your grandfather. He is guiding you. He is saying you will not go wrong. You need to listen to your heart. You need to listen to your heart. He's making this really, really clear. Um, because you've got people telling you different stuff. Does that make sense? You've got different
Yes.
advice coming, and it's confusing. And he's saying, go with your heart. He's with you, and he's leading you to where you need to be. Listening to your heart. That's extra confirmation. You need to listen to your heart. Receiving from the angels. So you are receiving this guidance from the angels and your grandfather. You will not go wrong. You will make the right decisions. He's telling me that now. You're starting fresh and you're renewing your life. So this is your new beginning. You are clearing out the clutter. Clutter needs to go. So it's telling me you're in a very powerful releasing time, and you're in a time of change. Big changes coming up for you. Would you be moving? Because I feel lots of packing up. If you're not moving, then it's literally packing up the past and emotions and clearing that out. But you've got a lot of guidance, you've got a lot of support here. This grandfather is a beautiful energy. He's one of your guides, and he's saying, just don't listen to everybody, listen to your heart, because you're getting confused. There's too many people telling you. Have you left a relationship or something? I feel like you've left something.
No, it's just rocky.
Yeah, well, okay, because I'm feeling like you're leaving something, and a lot of it, I feel, is the past. There's a lot of past around you at the moment that needs to be released. That's what the clearing of the clutter is. It's making you confused. There's still stuff that's taking your focus that's linked with the past, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so release that. He's saying you won't go wrong. It is all going to be absolutely fine. It's all going to be fine. It's all going to work out for you. Just try and keep the calm and peace of mind in your head, because sometimes when we get overwhelmed by the changes around us, it just creates real unsettling feeling. And he's saying you don't need to worry. He's got your back. He's got your back, and he's going to push you forward. You're going to make the right choices. You're going to easily release all of this. He's saying, talk to me, ask me, because he's very much around you.
Awesome.
I hope that helps.
Awesome. Yeah, it does.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Have no worries, because with him as your guide, you're going to fly.
Great. Thank you very much.
Okay, you take care.
You also. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, so I am going to go on to our messages now. So at the beginning of the show, I asked you to focus on the number 1, 2, or 3 for your special card message. So for everybody who chose number 1, your message is Heaven's Messages. And this card says, your loved ones in heaven want you to know they are safe, protected, and reunited with their family and friends. So this is so much love from heaven. So loved, so protected, so guided. If you have been worried about a loved one that's passed, please, please don't worry. They are fine. They are with their loved ones. They are happy where they are. So no worries. Take the worries away straight away. There's nothing to fear or worry about. You don't need to be worried about someone. But this is also a really loving message for you to say they're right by your side. They're helping you manifest. Manifestation is very strong around you right now. So you can connect to your loved one, a little bit of extra power there. For everyone who chose number 2, your card is the distractions card. And this says, control your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused. This is telling me that you may be a little bit distracted on your path. You may have your thoughts and emotions and feelings a little bit all over the place. And this is perfectly fine and natural under 4 planets in retrograde. A lot of us are feeling a bit ooh at the moment, but this is your reminder to not get distracted from your path. You actually have wonderful, wonderful opportunities for change now. So just be mindful where your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions are going right now. Make sure that they complement what it is that you're bringing in, so that you're staying on that right vibration. Try and do one thing every day that keeps you connected to the higher vibrations, such as grounding, balancing, meditating, all of that sort of thing. Pick one thing a day that is going to keep you connected to that higher vibration. For everyone who chose number 3, your card is look up and look forward. And it says, welcome new developments for positive change. Hello, positive change. You are moving forward. You may have felt that you've been stuck. You may have felt that things have not been moving. And this is the card of movement. This is the card of beautiful change, positive experiences, and really getting that momentum building. You are not going backwards anymore. So step away from the past. You're not there anymore. You're only looking forward, and you've got so much to come. So many magical blessings headed your way. So keep going and know that this change is very guided. It's going to bring you to a beautiful chapter of your life and lots and lots and lots of excitement. So I hope everybody connected to their messages. I hope everybody resonated to them. And I want to say thank you for joining me on my show again this week. It's so lovely connecting with you all. Thank you for being here. And you can find me on Facebook at Carrie M. Bush. You can find me on Instagram at Carrie Marie Bush. I'm also on Twitter. I have books on Amazon. I have a support group, a spiritual soul family subscription group. You can come and find me there on Facebook. And have the most beautiful week, everybody. I am sending you so much magical energy and so much love and light. Take care of yourself, and hopefully you can join me next Tuesday at the same time.
to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Psychic Paths with Suzanne Marie. Live from PsychicPaths.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Psychic Paths
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. This is Suzanne Marie. coming to you from central Minnesota, and I'm here to do some readings tonight. I would like to explain a little bit about my clairvoyance. I can see vision and auditory, I can hear, and I do past, present, and future. And I am a medium, but I'm a light trance medium, which means that an entity does not possess me or talk through me. It's more like they stand beside me and I relay the messages. And also, I can clearly see and hear. So any questions are not too much for me, unless sometimes the shades are down. And I will explain that. The way that I explain the shades going down is that when you ask a question, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll get an answer. Not if it's not your time. Everything is about the creator's time, is my belief. So if you want to speak with someone on the other side who's passed, and I can't, it's usually because it's not your time. It's not the time for that happening or that experience. And so it's not my ability and it's not your question. It's just the timing. So I'm always sorry for that, but it's like anything else in life. What isn't your time isn't going to come until it is. So that's how I explain that. And also, um, I'm very much on Facebook. So if you'd like to visit with me on my Facebook page, it's at Psychic Pass on Facebook. And my website is www.psychicpass.com. I am now taking sessions. I have next week free, so I'm looking forward to you connecting with me. Also, I had an email from Christina from Texas, and I have gotten from Spirit that you need more time than I could give you right now. So we will chat tomorrow. Just shoot me a message, and we will connect. I would appreciate helping you as much as I can. I can sense your pain. So, yes, and any questions you have, please send me an email, send me a message. I would love to hear from you, and I'm always open to questions. I will answer almost anything. So, yes, so welcome to the show tonight. I hope that I can get some callers in that I will enjoy me. Oh, we have Tori in Mount Vernon. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Love your name.
Thank you.
What can I help you with tonight?
Okay, I guess my main excuse me, two questions is dealing with in my love life and um about a move to another state that I'm going back and forth about.
Okay, we'll start with love first. How's that?
I'm
Give me a
sorry.
second. I'm going to start with love. So give me a second. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Good, okay. So there was a person in your life that you had a off and on or a uh very fiery kind of relationship. I I sense that this person isn't gone yet.
No.
That it's still in and out. Or
Mhm.
see, you kind of take a lot of stuff. You take a lot of drama. You got the patience of a saint, is what I'm getting.
I do.
Hang on. I don't see that it's going to get any more calmer. I think that the relationship will always be in and out and maddening and frustrating, and then just really really peaceful. Um, but I do sense a commitment. I sense a stronger commitment, and that's probably by the end of the summer. There's um there's a youth inside of your partner, a youthful way of thinking of things, and it needs to be more of a mature now. That person needs to mature. Do it
Right.
make sense?
Definitely. Mhm.
Um, so I hope that you can help them do that, because I do see the relationship getting closer and more of a commitment. I don't think that you want to be paternal with this person. So
You don't think I want to be? I didn't hear you say it
paternal.
again. You don't think what?
I don't think you want to be a parent to this person.
No.
So be
Funny
very
you say
careful.
that because
Hello.
okay. Yeah, I'm here.
So I would suggest you kind of watch that you don't fall into the trap of being a parent to this person.
Okay.
It's very easy to do for us females to do that kind of parent, but it's a bad
I'm
habit in a
sure.
relationship. Um, yeah, so that's what I see as far as love.
I'm
Um,
sorry, I didn't hear you.
that's as far as I see with the love life. Um, now you're moving permanently, right? I
Yes,
see it
that's my
permanently.
plan. Okay, that's my plan. So,
I see it happening. I know you're still iffy, but that I see you doing it. I see that a great majority of your mind is already made up.
it is.
You're taking everything in the kitchen sink. So that's what I'm seeing. Um, it should be okay. I see that you're very happy and you're successful. I know that there's a element to this move to be successful, and I do see you being a success.
What's
And
the? You said there's an element. What's the element?
yeah, the element is you being successful. It's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like you got many reasons for wanting to move, but one in the back of your head is you would like to be a success, a successful person. And I see that happening.
Definitely.
I see that it's for the long haul, and it will make you happy, and you will be successful. And I don't see you moving for a very long time. I don't see you hopping around. I don't see you running back. I do see you staying for quite a while where you move. I know it's frustrating. I'm picking up frustration right now. Like when you think of a move, but when I see it happening, you're doing just great.
I guess it's not so much the frustration. Um, I guess it's kind of the back and forth thing is because dealing with the love life thing. Because he'll say he'll be here and I'm leaving to go to another state. Which I mean, it's not a bad drive, but
Well,
that's where the back and
I think from what I get with the love thing, he will follow you. I have a feeling something stronger is going to happen. And when it does, when he comes and follows you, I want you to be a partner, equal person, and not be his parent. I have a feeling
right.
he's going to do you with a bigger commitment after this move, or when he realizes you're serious. Now, now,
Sounds good.
that decision is in your ball court. You know, when he does want a commitment, he wants to grow up, that's in your ball court, but I do see it happening. I do see a stronger commitment. He will be trying to mature and do the things he's supposed to be doing. That's what I see.
Okay, it all sounds great.
You don't sound too enthused. Let me
No,
get a
this,
let me go ahead and pull a card for you. Okay? I usually pull a card for confirmation to what I said. So let's see if the
okay,
cards will confirm what I saw. Yes, personal power. That's the card you pulled. Everything is in your power. Things are going to happen and things will move along. So it looks good for you, Tori. It really does. Take a
but
deep breath. It's going to be okay.
uh, okay.
You have a good night,
Thank
and thank you for letting me read for you tonight.
you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye. So commitments. Um, yeah, they're very hard. I'm so glad that I have my cards tonight on confirmations. So we'll be able to get some confirming cards tonight with each reading. Roxanne in North Carolina. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
Well, I wish I could say I was doing good, but I'm not.
Something with your health?
It's actually my son. He got murdered last month, and I
Oh
need to find
no.
out if he's got any messages or anything for me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he
Hang
was
on.
murdered on the tip.
I'm so sorry for that. My
Thank
my
you.
my yes, my condolences completely. No words can say that. There's nothing to say when it's a son or a child.
Yeah.
Um, does he have sandy brown hair?
No, he had jet black hair.
I'm getting someone with a brown hair. Do you know that person? Kind of died
No,
young.
I don't. No, I don't know anybody like that.
Okay. I have him move away. Um,
No, my son was dark skinned because he was half Hispanic and had black hair.
so far, not being able to connect, but I'm going to try. It's not been a long time either, and sometimes
No.
when it's not a long time, it's unavailable because it takes some time to get used to the other side. Not that he's gonna,
Yeah.
he's working, but it just seems spirit takes time,
Yeah.
and but I'm looking. You have relatives on the other side, but I'm not getting your son.
Yeah, I know my brother and my mom is up there on the other side. My brother
Your
died whenever
son,
he was 18.
and he doesn't have Sandy Brown hair. I wonder if he's fooling me. Cause yeah, he came right away. Um,
Yeah, he had light brown hair.
okay, he came running to you. But I'm not getting your son. I'm sorry. Um, if you call back or get a hold of me on my Facebook, I can try doing this later, like maybe in a month.
Yeah.
But
Alrighty.
I want you to know absolutely that being on the other side is complete and utter joy. Everything in this worldly dimension is so sad and so dark and so worrisome. But as soon as people pass over and go to the other realm, there is just complete joy. You feel complete love. Um, it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I've passed
Yeah.
away, and this is just a dark reality that we have to get to in order to go home. So, um,
Yeah.
I want you to know that he's okay. I haven't met him yet, but I know darn well that he's okay, and he is adjusting to what has happened, just
Yeah.
as you are. But he's happier. He's probably crying for you. Um, but everything around him is like a billion times brighter and more loving. Okay,
Yeah.
if you
Alrighty.
can,
Go ahead.
yes. I was talking to your brother. He just seems like a really nice guy.
Oh, he was. He was really nice. He was a good man. He was in the Navy and everything, and I was pregnant with my son whenever he passed away. The one that my son that just got killed, and he was real. I mean, he was a really good man.
He's around you most of the time, and he's around you now as you're grieving for your son. And he's with your son, but your son isn't stepping forward. Um,
Yeah.
your brother says you were the greatest sister he could have wanted, and he's telling me there might be one more sister, but you were the greatest. Were you too close?
Yeah, we was. Actually, he's
Um,
got three more sisters, but me and him was really close.
that's what he's saying. Because I was like, favorite? If you got a favorite? Um, he's doing good. Um, yeah, he wants you to know that everything is okay, and in time, I'll be able to, or another reader will be able to connect with you.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just so sorry. It's going to take a great amount of time for even a little healing. to be done. So I'm just so sad.
I, I right after my son's viewing, which was on the 16th, I think it was. I can't remember. But do you see that DUI would get dismissed?
No, I get no.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Now I can. What was your question again?
I got a DUI right after my son's viewing, after he got killed. And I was wondering, I've got to go to court July the 21st, if it'll get dismissed because of my son's death. It was for taking too many Xanaxes.
And you're going to go into court? Because if it's a lady judge, it will be dismissed.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the court.
You'll get dismissed.
Thank God. I've been worried about that too, because I've been told I'd be going to jail and losing my license and everything. And I was just,
I think you need to take the time to heal. It's going to be hard, but you can't run from it. There's no escape. Even drinking or other things. The escape is not long enough. The reality is the loss. So I want you to be able to get the comfort from other people, and I want you to know that he's okay, your brother's okay, and you are loved. You are loved on the other side.
Well, thank you. I just miss him so much.
I know. I'm so sorry. I can't reach him at this point.
Yeah.
But please
on his murder, can you tell me if it was premeditated, or was he meant to be shot, or was it? I mean,
it seems like an accident. It seems to me that the perpetrators were looking for someone else that didn't have anything to do with your son. Nothing. I don't even think they knew your son.
Yeah, they knew my son. They knew my son because they was over there throwing rocks at my son's trailer, getting him outside. And the boy that shot him, he went around the front trailer and shot my son.
But they didn't know each other like on a personal level, is what I'm getting.
Not
in the same circle. Is that person caught now?
Huh?
Is the perpetrator caught?
Yeah, one of them is. The other one's still running free. He got on a $5,000 bond, and he knew my son because he dated my niece.
Yeah, that's going to be a couple weeks before he's caught. He's run out of state from where you are, but his family knows where he is. They're playing silly, but I think that his family knows where his whereabouts are, or will soon.
Huh. I'm wondering if that's why he ain't been at work or anything, or at his trailer, because he lived behind my son, and his mother-in-law lived in front of my son.
Did your son have a car that he was in love with?
A car?
Yes.
No, he had a motorcycle he was in love with.
Okay. Yeah, I think that in a little while later I'll be able to connect with him.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry for tonight. Really, I am. So
Oh,
please,
no, that's
please
fine.
or
Oh, I will.
contact me on my Facebook page. All right.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye-bye.
You have a good night.
You too.
Take care. All right, everybody. Another night of readings. I really, really enjoyed meeting all of you and that called in. And I will see you next week. Bye.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Gemma Spirit World with Gemma. Live from GemmaSpiritWorld.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Gemma Spirit World
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everybody. I am Gemma, your host tonight. How are we all doing? My goodness. That quickly. We're nearly at the end of May. June is just around the corner and things seem to be traveling for me really. It's every day seems to get quicker for me, but I feel like at the moment we're heading in the right directions. I woke up every morning I like to, I have a ritual in the morning. I have a ritual in the morning. I enjoy meditating, and I know that if I don't start my day without meditating, I just feel a little bit all out of whack. So I've had, a little bit of time to reflect on this month and how quickly it has gone. And for me and a lot of people that I've had a lot of readings the last week with clients, it seems that, doors are closing and new doors are opening for people, new opportunities are coming people's way. I know that things just don't happen for no reason, and they happen to teach us something. And it's something that's really brought my attention this week is that I seem like I'm forever learning a lot of lessons about life and with the people that are in my life, and the things that I do, and if lessons that I haven't learned, and lessons that I keep on relearning. And as much as I enjoy them, they're quite challenging. And I just know that, there's always things put in our way, whether, they're obstacles for us to overcome or to challenge us to really find, out who we really are as a person. And I've just noticed that, we have lots of things have been in front of us, and generally when I find an obstacle in front of myself, there's always, it makes me think that, that it's there for a reason, and what is life trying to show me? What lessons am I yet to learn? And I know that the lessons that I do learn, or if there's something that's in front of me, it steers me on a different direction. And I find that, these directions it just steers me on the right path. So I've had just lots of little, revelations. I've been reflecting lots just where I am in my life. I'm at a point where, yes, I'm doing readings, but I think I want to do more. And I think it's just at the moment, given with the COVID-19, it's just made me realize that I have a lot to give, and we all do. It's just don't limit yourself to what you think you have. Just know that you have more, and that just means that we set goals for ourselves, and we focus on what we really want, and we really put it out there. Really believe in yourself that you can do anything and be anyone. And it's like you just need to put in the hard work, and it just doesn't happen just for the sake of it happening. You really have to put in the hard work to be who and where you want to be in life. And like I said, if when one door shuts, there's always another door waiting to be opened. So be open to challenging yourself, to moving forward. Be open to challenges that come your way. Be open, embracing change. And generally, whether it's change that's been good or bad, it generally points us, helps point us on the right direction on our life path and where we're meant to go. So yes, things happen for a reason, and just know it's for the best. And things may not seem like it's, for the best for the time being, but it's just really just makes us realize, more about ourselves and the people around us, and don't give up. So that's my biggest, just don't give up. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to, to where you are in your life. Accept yourself. It's just, I have so much. It's like I've got so much going on in my mind at the moment, and voice it out, share it with people, and you'd be amazed at the support that's out there, whether it's people you know or don't know. Don't be quiet, reach out, make noise. So that's my message for the week. So we're going to get to, put my message box down here. We're going to connect to Annette in Michigan, USA. Hello, Annette. How are you tonight?
Hi. I'm fine. I was looking for a medium reading.
Yes. Okay, so at the moment, I'm just tuning into your energy. I have around me at the moment, I have a female energy around me, an older lady. And it's interesting with this older lady, she's really drawing my attention to her hairstyle. I don't know, it just seems to be that she was one to really look after herself. She's got like, I just wanted to describe the person I have a little bit in front of me just to see if you resonate with her at the moment. And she has her hair, it's like light, I don't know if it's like strawberry blonde or caramel. It's like a light colour. And she has it done up. But what she's showing me is that she comes across like a mother figure, but I'm going to say grandma. Is this resonating with you at the moment?
I'm not really. I don't really know of anybody like that. But my I think he was my soulmate. He tragically died October 19th of last year. And I was wondering if he was around me at all. I used to pick up on some messages that he would give me. But lately it's been pretty quiet, and it's sad because I looked forward to his messages, and I wondered if he was still around me and if we would reunite when I pass.
My condolence to your soulmate for passing.
Thank you.
Okay. Just a question regarding, I keep seeing a motorcycle biker. Was he into riding bikes at all?
Was he what?
Was he into riding bikes or motorcycles at all? Because I have a motorcycle around me. Was it a motorcycle? Okay.
He rode his bike a lot. He liked to walk. That's how he died.
Yes, because
he was walking.
Yeah, because as you're talking, I keep seeing the motorcycle around me. So he's definitely very close. He's definitely always around you. Hence, just how close with what he's showing me. He has a bunch of flowers in his hand. Was it around a special time? Obviously, in his passing, was there a celebration or a birthday around that time as well?
Well, 2 weeks later would have been his birthday, and he was coming from the Social Security office with an award letter on him, and he was about to be financially free from all the years of struggling.
Yeah, definitely. It was, I can see that he's here right now. He's got like flowers, and it's like, and do you also, thank you for confirming that. Do you also take photos down, not photos, sorry, flowers down to his burial site? Do you say, because he's given me flowers, so he's here right now, and yes, you confirmed that his birthday wasn't like 2 weeks from his accident. He's showing me flowers, like he wants to give flowers to you, and he's letting me know it's something that you do for him, because I know that you think of him every day, but do you go down to where he was buried at his burial site with flowers? You visit there, or there's flowers around?
He was cremated, and his family was very estranged from him. So they got everything because he didn't have a will, even though they were estranged from him for many, many years. And they're pretty tight-lipped about his ashes and where they are. But I was invited to. It was kind of like a memorial. It was a get-together, and I was the only one that brought a big bouquet of flowers for him.
Okay, so that makes sense to me why he's giving me flowers as well. He's letting me know that he was there, obviously, but he thanks you. He's got a big heart. His heart for you. What he's saying to me is that it never, it's his love for you is strong, even though he's not here on earth. He keeps letting me know that what he's saying is that to keep your head up high, and to keep following your dreams, and don't, you had, at the time, were you actually graduating from something around that time with study?
I had received my bachelor's degree about a year and a half before that happened, and I know he was very proud of the fact that I took my education seriously.
Yes.
And so he was very proud of me for that.
Definitely, definitely. And that's what he's mentioning is that, keep continuing on with your dreams, with your study, to keep on following them, because he's going to be there every step of the way, guiding, supporting you. Also, what he's also showing me as well, is there a place around your house that you go and sit outside in the sun, like a swing? A love swing or something that you did together? I'm drawn to this swing. He's showing me this swing that's in the sun.
Well, I recently moved, but I do hang out outside where my pool is, and I sit in a chair.
Yes. See, and he's letting me know that he joined you. You're in deep thought of him, even at those stages in the quiet times. He's always around you. So just know that his strength and love and support is strong every day. And he really wants you to just follow your dreams. Don't give up. Keep following in the footsteps of what you wanted to do and where you want to be in life.
Okay.
You will be together, and it's like I don't see, like I see you together, but not yet. Your time isn't yet to pass, but just keep on following your dreams. He's also showing me something about a ring. Is there a ring that he had the ring, or something that he had of a possession of his that is yours now? Was it a ring? He keeps showing me this ring.
He bought me a ring earlier in our relationship and asked me to marry him.
Yeah, okay. So
that probably is it.
Yeah, okay. So that's okay. Because he keeps showing me on the thing. And do you, what he's letting me know is that it's a ring that you still wear?
I used to wear it, yeah.
Yeah. So he's noting that as well. He's also letting me know that, because he's here in front of me, and what he's showing me is that he's always, if you feel a present behind you, he's always putting his arms around you. He's giving you hugs all the time. He's always close by. And there's something about the clock in your house as well. It makes a funny sound. Do you have issues with a clock in your house?
With a what?
A clock in your house. Do you have any issues with the clock in your house at the moment?
Clock.
Yes.
A clock in my hair?
Yeah, a clock on the wall in your house, or there's a clock in your house. Is there issues with the clock?
Yeah. I have a lot of, let's see, I don't have like a clock, but I have a lot of like time, from like the oven or the stove.
Yep. Okay, so can you just mention that again about the time? Did you mention something about time in your house?
Yeah, I just have I don't have a clock right now, but I've got, because he did have a watch that I've got possession of now. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay, maybe that's what it is, because he's trying to mention something about the clock, or something to do with time. Yes, and there's also a bucket list of things that you want to do in your life that you haven't done. What he's showing me is a clipboard, and it's like a list of things that you're ticking off and you're yet to tick off. But yeah, he's letting you know to keep on ticking the things off your bucket wish list that you've always wanted to do. Be brave, be strong, and you always have his love and support around you. And he's cheering from you on the sideline as well.
Okay. I'm glad that he's still with me.
Yes, definitely. He's very strong. His energy around you, he's very strong. He's also letting me know one more thing. to pay attention to your dreams as well.
Yeah.
Yes, he says that's really important for you. And when you wake up around, do you wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, 3:34?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because that's the time that he's letting you know that he comes and visits.
Wow.
Yeah, so I
I
just
try
wanted
to
to let you.
I try to pay attention to the dreams that I have, and then
Yeah,
some I
definitely.
remember some of them, and then others I can't remember them, much as I try.
Yeah, definitely. And it's amazing what our dreams, the messages that are in our dreams that, and because you're very intuitive and very aware of this happening around you, there's messages in there for you, especially take note of how you're feeling at the time after the dreams. And also just to let you know that's his way showing, sorry, that's another way of him showing his way of communicating with you. But he's always around you and always protecting you. So he's like your guardian angel.
Oh, okay. Now he was going to be getting a lot of money from a lawsuit that he was in the middle of. And it was ironic because he died tragically from the same type of scenario that didn't, it killed him the second time, but it didn't the first. And it was a traffic accident when he was walking. So he was waiting for a really nice size lump sum. And that all it's still in litigation, but it's all going to his siblings because he did not have a will. And I know that he would have wanted me to be taken care of, but obviously, these guys are avoiding me like the plague, not like I'm bothering him or anything, but I sent a message to his brother about, after the 6 months of his death, and no word back. He just, and when it first happened, I was the one that had to tell his brother so he could tell the rest of his siblings, because I was listed as next of kin. So the police told me about it, and otherwise his siblings wouldn't have known. And so the first thing that his brother said was, I'm going to make sure that you're going to be taken care of, because he knew about this lawsuit. So he changed his mind, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like that September is going to be an important month in hearing more information. Keep hearing September, so just feels like there's a message that's going to be delivered, or some kind of confirmation, more confirmation around September. There's some form of communication, whether it's from his side or I've got something coming in around September. But
Okay.
yes, Annette, I really have to end our session, and it was lovely to connect with you, but know that your soulmate is your beautiful guardian angel and is always looking out for you.
Oh, thank you. That
Thank
makes
you.
me feel better. Okay,
Yeah,
have a great
definitely.
day.
You too. Take
Okay.
care. Okay, we have Carrie from Dakota, South Dakota. Hello, Carrie. Carrie.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Very well, thank you. How can I help you tonight?
Well, there's a lot of things. I mean, I lost my job last week, and I'm single on my own. Just kind of wondering what's in store. I mean, I don't know if I need to look at moving or what I need to do to make it through this.
Yep. Okay. What I'm seeing, so you lost your job last week. I'm sorry about that. What I have coming through for you is telecommunication. There's obviously you've been making a lot of phone calls. I keep seeing lots of phone calls around you, lots of incoming calls and outgoing calls. What I'm also seeing for you around your work area, I keep seeing, okay, it's interesting because there's lots of panic around. I've got the energy. There's lots of panic around you as well. Just to take a deep breath, like It feels like, okay, so wait up. Not for now. I'm just trying to get my bearings just around your energy for a little bit. Just 1 second. Wait up. Did you actually have two jobs? Was there a job on the side that you actually did as well that may not have been big, like, had there been two jobs that you were doing? Because I have you, the reason why I asked that is because I keep seeing you going one way for a job and then another way as well. So had there been another job, even an older job that, okay, so your current job, but had there been two jobs? I've got two jobs coming through at the moment around you. So the current one that you've just lost, as well as another one on the side. Were you doing another job on the side?
I only had one job, so but I had been at a job that was a horrible job for a year, and I was looking for something else for 7 months, and I was only there about 4 months, and I lost my job due to COVID.
Okay. I was just wondering where the second one was coming from. Okay, and then the recent one that you lost, that was your current job. Is that correct, or is that the one we're still talking about?
So, it was my primary job. I don't have a second job. They never overlapped.
Okay. I just kept seeing like a Y shape in front of you, and it was just making me wonder which direction you were going. What I keep seeing around you, and did you actually work in a big building? Because I keep seeing lots of levels, lots of a leveled building, quite a big building. Did you work in a multi-story building?
No, I worked in a single story, both of them.
Okay, so I actually have a multi-story building around you. And on the level, it's interesting because I keep seeing lots of computers around you, like this receptionist area, but there seems to be lots of telecommunication. Does this resonate in any way with telecommunication, lots of computers, lots of technology around you, but being situated in the middle of something with lots of lots of communication around you I have at the moment?
My last job, I was the HR manager for cell phone tower company. And I was there 4 months.
Okay, so that's why I keep seeing lots of telecommunication around you.
But I was HR, so I mean that wasn't necessarily tied to just that industry. I can do HR any industry.
Yeah. Okay. It's interesting because I keep seeing rolling the dice. So there's lots of other opportunities out there for you, but it's really, you were really good at what you did, and it's what I keep hearing is don't doubt yourself, don't doubt what you already know and what you have to offer to give to others. I also see you giving your resume out to, but it feels like because I've got women, I've got lady energy, I've got female energy around you, a lady energy. I also see that you're giving your resume to her, but I just keep seeing lots of companies around her too, this is really, I'm just trying to explain what I'm seeing at the moment. I just seem to be all over the place. I keep seeing water around you as well. So the location of where you're working, was there water around you as well?
No, not right now.
Water. Okay.
I mean, I personally love water energy, but no, I don't. I'm not by water.
Okay. Because what I'm seeing around for you for work is that July is going to be an important month for you. I also keep seeing the number 5, which lets me know that there's, obviously the energy around 5 is around being independent and moving forward. The movement, there feels like there's not lots of traveling, but there seems to be a bit of travel to get to work to where you're going to go. I also keep seeing that your boss, a female boss is what I'm getting, because she's very quite, she's got a lot of strength, like a lot of power, so she's high up. What I'm also seeing around you, I keep seeing lots of deliveries. So what I'm seeing for you is that, yes, you're jobless at the moment, but it's not going to be for too long. I also keep seeing you driving back and forth. Do you actually own a blue car, by the way? Because I keep seeing blue around you.
Keep seeing what?
A blue car. Do you have a blue car around you?
No, I have a white car.
Okay. So I keep seeing blue, and blue color around blue is around communication, and it just just keep communicating, keep putting the word out there, because I don't see you being jobless for too long. I apologize, Carrie. I only have 90 seconds, but I wish you all the very best with your job hunting. I know that it won't be far away. July is by July you will have another job, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in to A1R Psychic Radio. I would love everyone to follow me on my Facebook page, Gemma Spirit World. Thank you. Have a great week.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Insights into Consciousness with Anna Olson. Live from AnnaOlsonIntuitive.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Insights into Consciousness
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Anna Olson. I'm your host tonight on this segment on A1R Radio tonight. Insights into Consciousness with Anna Olson. I'm going to just go into some readings. First thing tonight, I just wanted to drop a couple of lines about some things that have been interesting to me lately, and that is just that we're having published works of and writings of these books that have pretty much told the world that in 2020 that the COVID was going to come in. They didn't say COVID specifically, but they did say a virus that's similar to pneumonia, and we've had these pictures passed around. So, I really like that in this day and age, we have social media where people can really share what they see as interesting rather than leaving it all up to CNN, Fox News, NBC. As great as it is to get news from all sources, I really like that people can just take a picture of a book they have and post it everywhere, and it can be spread around the world 3 times around. So that's been happening, and I'm really excited about that. And I really love that, these psychics, the whatever you want to call them, intuitives, people who have a good message from spirit are being able to spread the message that people need to know. These are the important things, the spiritual things that everybody else seems to leave out. So, I'm just really happy about that. So a lot of people have known that this was going to come for a long time. There are people who have been preparing because they listened to intuitives. They listened to psychics. They knew that in 2020, we were going to have a pandemic, that we were going to need to stock up on things that we need, that we were going to, a lot of people bought seeds and all sorts of really great things that will help prepare them. I don't know if they stocked up on toilet paper, we'll see. But by any means, I'm just really happy that people can be prepared that way, and that intuitives and readers are getting the credit they deserve. And I just read in an article online that, from a very reputable source, a reputable big newspaper, was it the New York Post? I'm not 100% on that source, but I know that it was about how mediums are the new life coaches, the new therapists. Now, of course, if you have a mental illness of some sort, or like a depression or anxiety or something like that, you do need your specialist that will help you with, the medical treatment on that. But really, mediums are coming out as the new big coaches. So, I'm really happy to see these things coming about, and that people are really adding spirituality to their treatment and to what they need. It's been a great, great experience for a lot of people. And I have noticed that there's a lot of healing that goes on when I do a medium reading for people. And they are grieving, and they've done all their work with their therapist, with their psychologist. They have worked with a psychiatrist or whatnot to get to where they need emotionally that way, and with their brain chemistry. And then they can come to me, and we can work together to really close some doors that are still open to them, that they're grieving with, and that they're really experiencing a lot of grief. So, it's been a great learning experience for me, and I'm happy that as a medium I can really help them close those ties and speak to their loved ones and get the information that they need to really feel like now they can just complete that grieving process. So that's been something that I've been really happy about, happy to do with people. I love to go through this process with people. I know what grief is like. I have experienced it. And for those who are grieving, I just, want to send a message out there that things do get better, that grief is hard. It is very difficult, but it's one of the most immense learning experiences spiritually and mentally that we can experience in this life. And that it is a great experience to be able to go through the process, especially when you're really dealing with it. Now, I'd always warn people against any sort of trying to self-medicate when they're grieving. When I hear that somebody starts drinking, or they start trying to, medicate themselves in different ways that we know is going to exacerbate that depression issue. We know that alcohol is a depressant. We know that if somebody's depressed, they should not actually be drinking, because that is a depressant. So, really, I feel like it's good for people to know there are other modalities. They don't have to talk a lot about it. They can sit down and say nothing, and we can do a reading, and that will help. So Carly in Vancouver, Washington, I have her on the line now, and I'd love to do a reading for Carol. Carol. Carol, are you on the line?
I am.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. How about you?
Doing great.
Okay.
So what would you like to focus on tonight? Is there a specific question?
A loved one that passed away.
Okay. So when did they pass?
Pardon me?
When did they pass?
March 16th.
Okay, so this year, March 16th?
Uh-huh.
Well, that was pretty recent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing, I'm getting a male presence.
Yes.
And, it's interesting because I feel like it's, the interesting thing is that I feel like it's a son, but I'm not exactly sure on son.
Yeah, he's my grandson.
Okay. So did you raise him most of the time, or were you really close to him?
Yes, I partially raised him.
Okay. So that's why I'm getting son, but it wasn't all, that's where we're kind of getting that kind of hazy description of son. But the first thing that I'm seeing is that he was working really hard when he passed on a lot of things that he'd been dealing with for a long time, and I see some heartbreak in his past. I'm wondering, did he suffer from depression, or it just seems like he was working so hard, and I'm getting that. Now this is what's good about this transition into the spirit world for your grandson, is that I really do feel like it was the right timing, and that he did the work he needed to do before he passed. It may, anytime that we have somebody in our family who's younger than us pass, it feels very wrong. It feels unfair. It feels like it should not happen that way. But I do feel that he fulfilled his life contract.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm seeing heartbreak. I'm seeing heartbreak before he passed.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering, did he see? I keep seeing like a substance in the body that affected his body. Maybe like what would be like considered maybe painkiller, opioid, something that would cause him to feel kind of sleepy, or And so was it an issue with the way that he was trying to deal with his depression or his heartbreak? Was he trying to self-medicate, or is it perhaps like an overdose?
No, it wasn't an overdose, but he was, drinking a lot and smoking pot, and he actually was murdered.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Oh, so sorry for your loss. It seems like, that's a very personal thing. So I did kind of get that may have happened, and I always let the person let me know. Now, did he have a relationship with somebody? Was he in a relationship when he passed?
He was in a relationship, yes.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that there's a lot of heartbreak there, but that there may be some things that that she may know about what happened. Was she there, or was she?
No, she wasn't there. They had called her, and she went there after he was pronounced dead.
Okay, because I feel her presence there, and I really feel like she's really suffering a lot over this, and that the connection with her. Are you close to her?
Yes.
Because I feel like that connection to her is going to help everybody grieve, that she can really be part of the family and be almost like a new part of your family now, because she's going to really need a lot of the support. And then you guys, you and the family can really accept a lot of insight from her on the death, or before, before he passed. So I do feel like I see that his cup was full. So when I see that his cup is full, I'm seeing that he did everything actually that he needed to do before he died. So he knew his time was coming. I don't know if he had an idea that this person was wanting to harm him, or if he had some kind of premonition, but I feel like he closed those those doors that he may have had open, where we talk about feeling like, you know, loose ends. He tied up those loose ends before he passed, because I feel like he knew he was going to pass. When people are nearing their contractual death date, they know it inside. They know it deep down.
Uh-huh.
And I believe that he did some things before he died to close those things up. Are you aware of any of those things? Did he call you? Did you have conversations with him about this?
No, I wouldn't, but I'm sure his girlfriend would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It may be helpful for you guys to ask her, because I feel like she's still in shock. She's not talking a lot about it right now, but when she's ready, the more that she can talk about it and start to verbalize what she experienced before he passed, the more you can learn from her and get more information about his readiness and some of the things, the way he was behaving beforehand. And I think that'll be very healing, because he was aware, and I think it's very comforting for loved ones to know that that these things sometimes are planned, and that there are times where they really are ready, and that you'll see signs of them around. So, did he have a tattoo?
He did, yes.
Was it like a cross or something?
I don't know if he had a tattoo cross, but he had one with his little brother's name.
Okay. Because I'm seeing that something within the tattoo and the sign of the cross is going to be how he communicates with you and your family. So when you see, either the cross, the sign of the cross, or the tattoo design that he had, that's going to be you guys knowing that he's with you. Like, let's say at family events, or when you go out in nature, when you're thinking of him, this is going to come through, and he's going to be there with you. And that's how he's going to let you know he's around.
Yes.
You can look for that. And that's his sign to you that he's with you. He's watching out for you guys still. You can talk to him anytime you want. And he is, what's really interesting is that I'm seeing him being a very powerful person.
Yeah.
It's like his heart is very powerful. Like, he would really give you wisdom if you were having a rough time. It's almost like he usually didn't say a whole lot about it, but when you're having a rough time or something, he would have such amazing insight and power in his messages and the way that his intention would come through.
Yes. Can I ask you a question? Does he say anything about being with family members?
Really, just that he's there with everybody in the family while they're grieving, that he's observing, he knows that you're hurting, he is praying for you guys, he is there by you, comforting you. And when you start looking for those signs, you'll see it as proof and confirmation, because I feel like people really need that proof.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's how he'll come through and let you know that he's there.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. I'm so sorry for your loss. And, if you need anything else, or you want to extend the reading, you can always reach me at my contact info's on my website. It's AnnaOlsonIntuitive.com, and it's at the bottom of the screen. But I thank you so much for calling in, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful night.
Oh, you too.
Thank you. So next I have Raven from Little Rock, Arizona. Raven, how are you tonight? Hi, Raven. We're going to get her back on the line. I think we lost contact with her. Sometimes cell phones drop out. Right now I'm pulling Raven's cards. Hopefully we can get her back. And so far, it's really interesting because I have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is depicting somebody in a bind, or basically bound into a predicament, or they're not able to see very clearly what's going on. It's kind of hard to see in this light and with the glare, but there's basically a girl in a dress, and she has a blindfold on, and she has her hands tied behind her back, and she's bound behind basically like a wall of swords. There's a bunch of swords surrounding her. So that's the first part that I have for her. And then we also have the Fool here. So we're working on getting her back on the line. First thing I want to go into with the Eight of Swords is that it has quite a few meanings. So first of all, usually, at least for this reading, what I'm getting, if Raven's listening, is that the Eight of Swords is a card that will depict, it could be many things, but for her reading, I'm feeling like it is indecisiveness. Can't really see which way to go at the moment, needs a little direction, kind of stuck in a situation. Sometimes you see this with people who are stuck in a marriage, financially bound, in debt, or sometimes you'll see this within people who have a loss of power, people in prison or who have been in prison for some time. And when they get out of prison, they're not really able to know how to start over again, or they tend to basically have a whole lot of issue moving on. Well, it looks like we have Tiffany in St. Paul, Minnesota. I guess we lost Raven, unfortunately. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. How would you like to start your reading tonight? Do you have a question or a topic?
Well, I don't know. Not specifically, I guess. I'm just kind of wondering what my next step is. I'm not sure what I should be doing in general.
Right. Okay. That's interesting because before we got you on the line, we had unfortunately had a dropped caller, but I had been I pulled the Eight of Swords, and I'd been just talking about indecisiveness for the next person on the line. This is how spirit works. So I got an indecisive and not quite sure what to do next. So did you say this was for career or just in general?
Just in general, in life. You know,
Okay. Yeah, so the Eight of Swords depicts somebody who's blindfold. They're not sure where to step, where to go, what the next move is. They're bound a little bit. So the goal in the reading now would be to get you unstuck. And we have the Fool that came up next. So I was just showing, the card that depicts the Fool, where you're a little more, I see the way I'm feeling this coming through is the Fool is depicting being more fly by the seat of your pants, make more sacrifices, kind of like, not be so reserved in your decisions or afraid. So it would be more about really branching out and taking some risks.
Okay.
And that's what I'm getting for your reading. So this would really, I'm feeling more like this is career for you. Is this making sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. And, I feel like there's even someone who I'm getting the High Priest now with the cards. And I really feel that there is somebody who could guide you into a new career or a career change of some sort, or just even staying where you are, but being able to be promoted.
Okay.
So there would be a man who would be able to assist you in that and give you some counsel on that. And it's just about coming forward and asking, or really considering your options a little more, and then making some more moves. And that's what I'm getting there. Do you have any questions so far?
No, not really. Because I was really thinking about going back to school, and like that would change everything, for like what I do now. Well, I'm laid off right now, but I'll be going back to work soon, hopefully. But I've been tossing the idea of going back to school around, and I just maybe I should just take that chance. Cause
Yeah, that's what I was getting with the counsel from this person, I'm getting that very well could have been, education, continuing your education, going forward, in a new area of your career or a new career altogether. So that would absolutely fit into what this is saying here. And so then the next option would just be, okay, what would you go into? How long would you be able to go to school? And if you wanted to further your education, what major would you go into? So I'm really feeling like you're drawn towards the life sciences and serving people, caring for people.
Yeah.
Do you have experience in that now?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have experience in that right now?
Well, I do a lot of customer service and stuff like that, and I have a couple close friends that do have some nice nonprofits that serve the community. So, a little bit.
Yeah, I really think that you could go into something that serves others, takes care of people who need, a little extra help, or like maybe even like rehabilitating people in some way.
Okay.
Yeah. And, it's interesting because I'm also kind of getting a little bit of your relationship. I feel a lot of indecisiveness, like you're just not sure where to go next.
Yeah.
So there's relationship, and then I even see location. Were you thinking about moving?
No, actually.
Okay, because I feel that might be an option that would help you right now to relocate.
That actually makes sense. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it, but I mean, it does make sense.
Yeah, and that's why we do this. We kind of bring up things that will, really help you to start thinking a little more along the lines of the right path. And here we go a little bit more with the taking a risk and, and moving a little bit bigger moves, where it's really going to make a difference in your life. Yeah. So that's the main focus, I think, for your reading today is just, really doing things that are a little more risky, little scary at first, a lot more work at first, but they're going to yield a big return once you get there.
Okay. Yeah, and I've been real cautious as of lately, so I should probably step out of my little comfort zone.
That's right. Yeah. Stepping out of that comfort zone makes the biggest moves. And then you have a new comfort zone where you're so much happier.
Yeah.
And really, that's what I want to see you do. Now, I'm just going to ask you kind of a personal question, and I'm sorry if it's too personal, but it's coming up in the reading, and that is, have you ever had like an addiction issue or anything like with alcohol or anything like that you've dealt with?
My dad was an alcoholic, and I've been drinking a lot more lately.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that would kind of make some sense. I've been drinking more than I usually do, for sure.
Okay. Now, with no judgment totally aside, I'm just seeing that that's basically something that's going to sort of stop you from making more progress. And it's kind of, it's just kind of what people do when they're bored or they're just like, what do I do next? And they kind of start resorting to those habits to like, just it's sort of like a way to pass the time, and it's a way to people socialize. But I'm seeing for you especially that can really stop your progress, and that it's probably better to scale back to like maybe close to zero alcohol.
Okay.
For you. Yeah. And that's just what Spirit's telling me, because they love you, and all your spirit guides, your ancestors, your all the angels, they love you, and what they want to see for you is the best possible outcome. And I see that there's they're holding up like a big old chest of gold. They're basically saying there's all of this stuff here for you as long as you just know you're worth it and that it's here for you. It's always been here for you. We just need you to know that you're worthy of it, you're capable of it, and it's absolutely possible, and it's here waiting for you. And it's like they're waiting for you, where there's all this money and opportunity and a lot more happiness.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
That's
good.
that's what Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, this is all good stuff. So I'm just out of time. Thank you so much for calling in. I really hope that you have a great night. And you can always reach me, AnnaOlsonIntuitive.com, if you'd like to continue.
Okay.
So I hope you have a great night. And if you need anything else, let me know.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hey, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So tonight, it's interesting because I didn't know I was going to get a call to do a medium reading. And we had, this really emotional medium reading for a grandmother who had lost her grandson, who was also very close to her, who she raised, which is like a son. And, I just love how Spirit works. Spirit can tell anybody in their intuition what's happening, what's going to be the next step. And I just urge everybody to tap into that. You can pray and figure out or meditate, however you do it, how you best to kind of really tap into your own intuition, use your own discernment to move forward. So again, AnnaOlsonIntuitive.com is my website. I'd love for you to reach me if you'd like more information. I'm also on Facebook at Anna Olson Intuitive. Your best bet is my website, but I do check both. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. I'm here every week, Thursdays, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time and 9:30 Eastern Standard Time here on A1R. I'm Anna Olson with Insights into Consciousness. And I thank you so much, and I will see you later.
to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Guidance with Glennis. With Glennis Ewing. Live from the tranquilroom.com.au.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
on one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Guidance with Glennon
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi there, everyone. Guidance with Glennis here again. Glennis Ewing at the Tranquil Room in Australia. All I can say is, oh my God, the messages that I received last week by having my guest mentor, Bethelaine Haynes, on last week was just incredible. You know, people just wanted to know more about what she does. So I've heard your call and I've messaged Beth, and she's going to come on again in 2 or 3 weeks. We've just got to finalise the actual date on that, but she's coming back. There is so much. Her knowledge is phenomenal, and I'm a big believer that anyone that is on this realm, you know, you can never learn enough, you know, and you'll hear so much on what Beth has to say, and there'll be snippets that will really resonate with you. Other times you'll go, not sure about that. But when she comes back, we're going to be talking about our chakras and our whole system, and how, you know, by tapping into our own energy and what our chakras are like, and, you know, whether they're congested and, you know, if they're feeling heavy, if they're feeling light. We're going to be talking about how to clear and balance all those, you know, crystals to use, essential oils to use, to benefit all that. And I was just so honoured to have her last week, and, you know, I'm just really, really, really honoured and pleased to have her. It's cold here today. I'm sorry, folks, I'm sort of rubbing my hands a bit. You know, the fog has only just lifted, and so the sun's only just starting to come through. So we're slowly warming up. And but yeah, so we're really excited to have Beth again. You know, I think it's so important that we share all our contacts or our connections. You know, as a psychic, you cannot read for everyone, you know. And I know here in Albury there is a lot of psychics, and people go, God, how do you get around everyone? And you go, well, you don't. Those that resonate with you, you will read for. And it's an energy thing. You know, I've had people come in for a reading and I've gone, I'm sorry, but your energy and my energy are not connecting, and I won't read for them, because it's just going to be a waste of their time. It's going to be a waste of my time. So I'm very, very honest. If I can't read for you, I will let you know. But, you know, I mentor a lot of psychics. You know, I have a lot of people ring me up and they go, look, you know, I feel like I've got this awareness, and how do I open up and you know, work with it more? So I actually mentor a lot of psychics. You know, even Beth, you know, she'll bounce things off me and I'll bounce things off her, but we just support each other. It can be a very competitive industry to be in, but you just got to rise above that and just be honest to you. Always work with your highest, best and good, and always read for your highest, best and good of your clients. I think that's a really, really important thing for everyone to take on. You know, if we work from our heart and not from our ego, the world would be a far better place. So that's just my thoughts. You know, I've been doing a lot of pondering today. Yeah, so but really excited to have Beth again. You know, last week was just incredible, and the messages I received, I was just absolutely blown away. You know, there's so much that we didn't touch on with all of Beth's ability. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back with Beth and having her on here again, because I think it was one of the most watched shows I've had so far. So I'm really, really proud of that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the show. So we have the beautiful Donna from Ohio. Hi, Donna. How can I help you, doll?
Yes, I was wondering if possibly you could read for me.
Absolutely, honey.
I
Now,
lost
today,
someone very, very close to me. Very close to me. I didn't get to say goodbye.
all righty. So today, Donna, I'm using the Oracle cards. I'm using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Now, you were not able to say goodbye to this person. I'm just going to draw a card and just, yeah, I'm just need to draw a card on that. Just take a big, slow, deep breath in for me, Donna.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wow, Donna. I'm feeling that this passing was quite quick. I was going to draw a card, and I'll come back to that. I'm just getting a lot of information coming through right now. I'm feeling that this passing was quite quick, but I'm also being shown that, Donna, I need to ask, are you dreaming a lot about this person just at the moment?
Am I dreaming a lot about what?
Dreaming about this person that has passed over.
If I do, like, I'm remembering, but like, I don't sleep well. I haven't since they passed. And when I do sleep,
Okay.
I don't. If I dream, I don't remember.
No, and that's okay. What I'm seeing though, that this person's actually coming to you through your sleep, and I'm actually feeling that you're receiving messages, but because you're waking up and you're not sleeping soundly at the moment, that you're missing the messages. So I would highly recommend that you have pen and paper by your bed, because I actually feel that this person's coming. Is this a relative?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel that this person's really coming to you through your dreams. They've got messages for you for your dreams. Oh, man. Are you feeling when you're in bed, Donna, and you've got your blankets or your sheet or anything over you, do you feel that there are times when there's a pressure around your feet? It's like someone sitting on the end of your bed, and you feel, when someone sits on your end of the bed, you've got to move your feet away because the bedding gets quite tight. Are you feeling that at the moment? Okay, Donna, I'll just repeat that again. I'm feeling that there is spirit sitting at the end of your bed, and I feel that when you're in bed, you'll feel a tightening of the sheets or the blankets over your feet. I feel that this spirit is sitting with you. They're like they want to give you a warm hug. I'm seeing that they're telling me you need to let go of your guilt. Okay, because I actually feel that there's guilt around not being able to say goodbye, and they're telling you to let that go. They're actually in a place where they're saying that you would not. They're telling me that you didn't need to be with them right at the end to say goodbye. You can do that in a special moment. You know, it can be as simple as listening to their favourite song. It could be as simple as doing something that they used to love, and just remember the energy around all that. Remember the laughter and the fun, because that is a really great way for you to help pass through the grieving as well. Are you resonating with all that? Okay. Donna, I'm hoping you can still hear me. I'm not receiving anything at the moment. So I'm hoping that you can still hear me. I just feel, though, that it would be a really good idea to have a warm bath just before you go to bed, because that's going to actually change your energy, and it will help you settle down more. It's like you settle, with a baby, that you give them a bath before they go to bed, and then they have a really good sleep. And I feel that it's a really beautiful way to drop your energy down, and it will actually support you in going to sleep. But I'm actually feeling that you're going to be, if you're not already, I feel that you're going to be getting a lot of dreams, and there's messages in these dreams. So I would highly recommend that you write the dreams down as much as you can when you first wake up. And it could be the colour of, if there was a car, what the colour was, if there's a music or an animal, because what you'll do is, as you write all this down, you're going to start seeing a pattern, and there will be a message in those patterns. Okay? All righty. So, but I want to pull you a card right now, Donna, and just bear with me. This one's bounced out. So, Donna, okay, so what I'm getting here is there's recognition and reward, okay? So this is a card for you today to let you know that there is spirit around you. And what I'm saying is that you are going to start recognizing all this, but it's quite new. You'll start realizing who the spirit is and what they're trying to say to you. So obviously be really upbeat and really let your energy rise. And the more grounded you are and living in a more positive tone, that you are going to you're going to recognise the spirit around you are absolutely supporting you. Okay. Actually, Donna, I'm feeling that there is two spirits around you. Yeah, I just trust is what I'm getting at the moment. Just really, really trust. Okay. So I hope you're resonating with all that. But I've got a really good vibe around you at the moment. But you do need to do the homework. So once you actually can get yourself in a state where you are sleeping better, I feel that you're going to be receiving more and more messages. Okay. So thank you, Donna. Thank you for the honour of reading for you today. I really appreciate it. Okay, folks. So that's a really important thing to note, that, you know, if you're doing a lot of dreaming, that spirit will come to you through your dreams. And it's such a great thing to have pen and paper by your bed and be able to write those dreams down. Because I feel, you know, once, you know, even after 2 or 3 weeks, if you go back and read what you've written down, you're going to see a pattern. You're going to actually start seeing that there is a message there, and it's spirit letting you know that they're around you. Okay, so, you know, everyone, pen and paper by your bed, and when you wake up, make sure you start jotting down what you remember of your dreams, because there's messages there. Alrighty, so now we have Sharon in Toronto. Sharon, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm really good, honey. How can I help you today?
You know what? Just anything you could tell me.
Anything? Alrighty. So take a deep breath in for me, Sharon.
Okay.
Just let go of everything. Yeah, forceful breath out. Wow, you've got an amazing energy.
I'm sorry, honey?
You've got an amazing energy around you, a really positive vibe. I feel like you're the type of girl that I want to go out with at night because I think you've got a lot of fun around you. Your energy is a lot of fun. But I actually feel sometimes that you step back from that, because I actually feel that you're trying to please everyone. Honey, the only person you've got to please is yourself. Okay, so what I want you to let go of everyone else's judgments. I feel that there's someone around you that has been clouding you quite a lot, and they're trying to dampen your effervescence. But I want you to step right into that, because there's so much positivity around you, and I'm.
Oh yeah.
Sharon, are you a healer? Like, do you work as a nurse or a doctor, like in a healing realm?
I work with people. Sorry, I'm a superintendent, so I work in an apartment building.
Okay. I just feel that you need to be more working. Oh, it's almost like when you meet someone, they all tell you their whole life story within minutes of meeting them. And I feel that at times that it can be quite overwhelming for you. I just feel that everyone comes to you. You've got such a beautiful energy, and it's like you want to hug everyone. I find that that's beautiful. You know, really, it's a beautiful thing to have. But I want you to be really careful around protecting yourself from everyone else's energies, because I feel that not everyone is as bubbly as you. And quite often when you're working are you working in a large building? Because I'm being shown that you need.
Yes, I have a very stubborn boss.
Oh man, I honestly feel that you need to go in with white sage incense or even a proper bundle and sage or smudge everything around the office. I want you also to smudge like your phone and your iPad and your computer, anything that you get information, whether it be emails or phone calls, anything that you get communication from. I want you to smudge and clear the energy. I'm also being told that you need 3 living plants in your office because it changes the energy and it actually makes the air that you breathe more cleaner. But you're also going to find that it will change the energy in the room. Okay. Um, I'm feeling, Sharon, just at the moment that 4 to 6, I'm being shown 4 to 6 months, and there's going to be a change in your boss. I feel that there's something coming towards them that they're going to have to shift with, and it's actually going to bring a softening to your boss, if that makes sense. I'm actually feeling that there's a massive change in your boss coming within 4 to 6 weeks. So just hang in there for that. Are you resonating with all
good.
that? Yeah, no, really, there's a lot of positivity around that. But also, Sharon, are you contemplating moving at the moment?
I'm sorry, honey?
Are you thinking about moving? I feel that this is a residential thing.
Moving?
Yes.
I don't know why. I'm so sorry, but I get you sometimes and then it breaks up.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dal. What I'm
It's
seeing
okay.
is that you're contemplating moving on from one house to another. I feel residentially, where you're physically living at the moment. I feel that you're contemplating moving to another premises. Wait until January.
Well,
I'm being
unless I
told
win a lottery, I can't see me moving.
I will never tell anyone if they're going to win the lottery, but I do see you moving
I
by
know, right?
January. Yeah, I'm just seeing that you are going to be moving in January, and it is just, I've got massive green ticks all around that. I feel September is when you're going to receive information that is going to help you. This will start the ball rolling around September, and by January, I actually have you moving. And I actually feel that you're going to be sitting there by April next year, you're going to be sitting going, I wish that I had done this years ago. Yeah, there's a big change, a big shift, but it's really positive. And I feel the end of this year is going to be so damn busy for you. It's almost like you need to have a checklist so that you don't forget everything. Yeah, yeah. Really, really busy, but productive. I feel like high-fiving everything at the moment. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What's that about? Yeah, there's a big change happening around your work, Sharon. There really is, and it's going to be a far better place to work. I just feel that there's a big shift about to happen around your boss, which will be really positive for you. I actually feel that you'll be looking more forward to going back to work. Yeah, really positive. Okay. Now, Sharon, have you got a son?
I do.
Okay. How long since you've spoken to him?
Plural?
I feel you need to get on the. I feel you need to get on the phone and talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel he needs to tell you something, and he's just not sure how to bring the conversation up. It's nothing bad. It's just he needs to share something with you. So I'd be inclined to just ring him up and go, "Hey, I've got this feeling you need to tell me something," and just get the conversation going. I feel I'm sensing it's around his work also. He's not in the armed forces.
I'm sorry, honey?
Is he in the armed forces, like the Navy or the Air Force or
No.
Army?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I'm seeing authority around him, but it's quite a, yeah, or he's looking at going down a different path. He may be just about to think about going down a different path career-wise. I just feel that you need to have a massive conversation with him. Now, what I'm also hearing is that you really need to speak from your heart in regard to this conversation, okay? Step out of your head and really be open and honest when you're talking with your son, because I feel that he's going to want to know exactly what you're feeling and you need to say exactly what you're feeling. Don't say what you think he wants to hear, okay? Because I feel that oh God, I'm being told he can read you like a book. So you can't hide anything from him. I feel he's very intuitive, actually. I feel he's quite open on a spiritual or a psychic realm. I feel he knows. I'm being told that when he was little, do you know if he used to speak to spirit, or did he have an imaginary friend?
Sorry, honey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just feeling that when he was little, he had an imaginary friend, but that imaginary friend was actually I feel he can talk to spirit, because I'm seeing him so open, really, really open, but I'm feeling that there is something that he's about to tell you, but he wants you to be fully 100% honest on what you feel with this conversation, okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have more than one son, but I know who you're talking about exactly.
Yeah. Just be really open. Yeah. It's like this son can read you like a book as well. I feel that he's very good at reading body language. But yeah, it's nothing bad. He does need to share it. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Now, Sharon, I'm being told I have to draw you a card for today. So this will be, all right, how long is this for? This card is for you for the next 2 weeks. All right. So I'm just.
Okay.
Wow. So this card is called Accelerated Motion. Now, what this is, I'm being shown for the next 2 weeks that everything is going to gain a lot of speed. So everything that if you're working on a project, all of a sudden it's going to kick up a gear. If work is quite busy at the moment, be prepared for it to kick up a gear. I'm also being shown that as I look at this card that you need to take some really quality care of yourself, making sure that you're exercising, making sure that you're really conscious of what you're putting into your body. You're making sure you're drinking lots of water, healthy. I'm being told that especially over the next 2 weeks, you need to be really making sure you're getting enough rest. It needs to be about you, okay? Because what this card's showing me is that you are going to be just so busy. It's almost like you're a hamster in the wheel and you're just running, constantly running. But then I feel after 2 weeks, it's almost like you take a deep breath and you can actually put your feet up, and you will need to do that. All right. The next 2 weeks are going to be extremely busy. Yeah, wow.
Okay.
But I'm also, lots of positivity around this. And I'm also seeing that there's an opportunity is going, oh man, 4 days time, I feel that you're going to receive a phone call that is going to bring an opportunity for you, which is again going to keep you really, really busy. But you need to say yes to this opportunity. Obviously, take a sit back. Like I think you're going to receive a phone call and you're going to go, oh my God, do I have time for this? Honey, you need to make time. Okay, you really need to make time because this is a huge opportunity that isn't given to everyone. I feel that whoever brings you this opportunity have God, I've got respect around you. They really respect you. And obviously it's work related, but it's actually going to really support you in the future. So it may mean that for a month your life is going to feel a little bit chaotic, but it's going to be such a massive thing for you. I actually feel that you're not going to understand how big of an opportunity this is until March. I'm being told March next year. So I feel there may be, something around work that you may need to do, and in March next year, you are absolutely going to be rewarded with everything that you're just about to do over the next month. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, lots
That's
of positive
great.
stuff around that, Sharon. Yeah. So is there any last minute question that you would like me to address?
Just my grandma. I just want to say hi to my grandma. She passed away last year, and I just want to know if she's around me.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely around you. And I'm just very aware of the timing here. Fortunately, we should have done this right at the start. I'm being shown that she is very much around you. And were you with her when she passed over?
Okay.
Yeah, no, she's in a really, really good place, actually. A really good place. All right. So yes, she is around you, Sharon. So take a lot of
she was
comfort
an
in that.
angel here.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. She's very much around you. All right, Dana. So thank you for joining me today. So everyone, this is Glenys Ewing and Guidance with Glenys signing out for another week. And I will be speaking to you all next week. And from my heart to your heart, be kind to you. And next week I'll be able to tell you exactly when Beth will be back on, because that is one show that you do not want to miss. So have a fantastic weekend, folks. Enjoy whatever you're doing, and I'll be talking to you all very, very soon, and all the best. Thanks, guys.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for your time to shine with Julie Yeager Walker. Live from Wings of Souls with Julie.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This This is your time to shine
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. How are you this evening? I hope everyone is well. For those of you who live in United States, we just came off of a long weekend, Memorial Weekend, celebrating all of those who have served and are still serving. I say thank you for your service on behalf of myself and everyone else. Thank you for what you do to keep us safe, and we appreciate all that you do. So I had a really interesting conversation on Friday. Darlene, who used to co-host the radio show with me, we had Coffee and Connections with Spirit on Friday. It was a group reading. It was fantastic. I think we're going to be offering it again in June, but definitely in July. But one of the questions that came up that has really stuck with me throughout the week is about acceptance and acceptance of who you are. And this had to do with this person. She is a medium, and she's just stepping out into her power. And, for those of you who are intuitives or psychics or mediums, coming out of the closet is really tough. Really owning that power and being who you are, because there's so many judgments in the world about what we do. And so she was asking how to navigate that, because there are people out there within family or within friends that don't understand what you do, and they don't understand all of this stuff that you feel and do and be. And so as a result, they end up sometimes shunning you and not accepting you. And as anybody, it doesn't matter if you're a medium or a psychic, anybody who shuns you, who judges you, who doesn't understand you in whatever capacity that is, it's really hard, because as a human, we are here to love compassionately and to take it all in. And we take that personally when someone judges us, criticizes us, tells us that we're little to nothing, and it affects the way we operate. It affects our psyche and how we deal with everyday life. And there was one thing, I guess, at the time I wasn't thinking about it, but through this work, and again, this can be applied throughout. You don't have to be a medium or a psychic or intuitive or be doing this work. This goes in general for people who feel that they are misunderstood, where people don't understand who they are, their lifestyle, their choices. We can go on and on about it. But through your life, you are here to explore and learn everything you can about the human experience. And sometimes that means confronting, like I said, judgment, or people who don't understand you. And so in understanding this piece of it, in order to own and to take back your own power, sometimes those people actually have to drop out of our lives or leave our lives. And that's really, really tough. I've actually had this happen to me with a couple of people in my life. people that I've had, one who was a very good friend for many, many years. And, there was a situation, and, that person has now dropped out of my life. And it's a lot of times, it's almost like dealing with a death. When you have, been with somebody and you've been by their side for years and years, and they've just been a part of you, when they leave, they take a little piece of you with them. And so it becomes really tough to let that go. But sometimes, in order for us to grow and to become into who we are, some of those people have to leave. They have to, be dropped out of our lives. I don't know how that sounds really harsh, but in reality, there's not a whole lot to other descriptions. It's just that basically they don't fit within our lives. Either we have grown and they have stayed where they're at, and so we've essentially outgrown them. And so you're going to come upon these people in your life where you've grown side by side all these years, but then all of a sudden, now you're taking a leap and you're outgrowing them. And they don't understand. And it's time for you to part ways. And it's tough. But in order for you to continue on your journey, continue learning, and be this human, and take in all the experiences that you were born to live in this life, sometimes those relationships have to slide and they have to leave. It doesn't make it any better, but it's a matter of accepting it and taking back your power and saying, this is who I am, owning it, and then being okay with it. So again, some people are going to stand beside you all the way, and then there's going to be others who are just going to fall by the wayside. And we just have to bless them. That's the biggest thing, is bless the relationship, thank the relationship for being here and being instrumental in your learning and your expansion in your human process. So accepting who you are, big, big thing. And again, like I said, it's been with me all week. So I knew there's somebody out there tonight that needed to hear this information. So I hope that has helped you to stand in your power, to accept who you are, and let those fall by the wayside, because you are the only one that has to know about your journey and your story. Nobody else has to understand that. And that's the hardest thing for us to comprehend as humans on this journey. So with that, we are going to go to the phone lines. We've got Kathy in Tallahassee, Florida.
Hi, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi, nice to talk to you. What's your name again?
My name is Julie.
Hey, Julie. I would love to see if you can connect with my mom, Patsy. She passed in 2017, and I've stuck with her several times through someone else. And I don't know, the lady with the long black hair, is that you? I had a reading with her a while back. Huh?
No, it is not me. No.
But in fact, I was listening to y'all last night, and I heard my commercial. I said, that's me. But it's been quite a while, and I would love to see if you can connect with her. I just want to, see if things are on track with my house. I got a new house in my name, and half of it's paid for. When someone passes, you get your inheritance and all that. But it's in my sister's name. And my mom told me not to worry about it with the other medium through him. But I just want reassurance, because I have still, some to pay on it. But my sister hasn't put it up in my name yet. And, and my mom we were real close. I'm the youngest of three girls, and she sends me a lot of red cardinals to my windows every day.
Oh,
So,
lovely. That's awesome. Well, it's funny because everything I sat down here before I got on the show, and a lot of the things that you're talking about has already come through. I actually picked a card, and guess what the card says? It says, "There's nothing to worry about." That everything,
things will
in fact,
things will turn around, and will they turn around, and will my sister put my home in my name? It's like half of it was paid for through my inheritance. I have paid for, like, sorry, my voice is a little bit hoarse. I got a sinus infection. I have paid like $6,000 in 3 years to be going on my fourth year here. It's like a condo, a townhouse, and it's close to our family home and our family property, which my sister bought. She got the family farm, and I got a new house. And I get frustrated with my sister, and we butt heads a lot because I'm like, you need to put it in my name. And she was like, not until you, pay the loan or whatever. And we just end up arguing about it.
Yeah, I do see this. I do see this coming to. I do see this coming to resolve. I was feeling knots, and like my stomach was tied up in knots. And I was getting the feeling of actually moving away from family and friends, but now it all kind of makes sense from what you have said. You guys are on this journey, and your mom is right there with you. She's showing me.
I can feel her I can feel her presence when she's in my home. There's like the smell of coffee, and I'll smell a scent of a flower, or, a couple of things like that in my bird. I'll get out of bed and there's a red bird right at my kitchen window. I'm like, okay, Mom.
Yeah, she's with you all the time. I'm seeing like she loves all of you guys. Okay, but there's like this huge, it's like I can almost, it's not a bubble of protection, but that's kind of what she's showing me. Basically, she is really protective over you. She's worried about this. This is all going to pan out. Just give it some time.
I'm the youngest.
Yeah, the two of you don't see eye to eye, you and your sister. You don't see eye to eye right now.
Yeah, like I said, it's almost paid for. It's like down to $70,000.
Yeah, there's going to be a time where you guys are actually going to come together. Yeah, you're going to see eye to eye on this. Okay? She's really working hard on the other side to help you.
She'll probably just say, we're going to the bank and put it in. I know that from the other one.
Right.
Yeah, I know my mom and dad both are looking after me every day. I don't know if you're just and I don't know if this big brown bird. I'll be in traffic, and it's done it like it's not just in one place. It's like a big owl, and I know sometimes owls are over, and it's 3 or 4 times. I'm just like, I don't know if that's my mom or if Bub. I've almost had a couple of times to the vulture is there, but if you ride it on this side of town or that side of town, and it will swoop.
Yeah. So that's not necessarily your mom. What that's showing you is owls are very keen. They're they're very sharp.
It's the same bird. It's the same one. It's Julia's son. Side of town to the other side of town. So, Mike, do I need to go to church?
No, no. It's just showing. It is a spirit that's coming through to show you that they're guiding you. It's talking about staying sharp, looking at things through a different lens. Okay, so they're just bringing this to you because every time you see it, it reminds you to to look sharp and to be aware. So, every time you see that, when you see it repeated, it's just spirit's message to make sure that you're getting the message that they're sending, right?
Cool. That was. I've been losing sleep a little bit about that. I'm like, I don't know if you're communicating with my mom now or if she's around. Will you tell her that I love her and tell her that my mom and my dad were married for almost 50-something years. They were high school sweethearts. And just say all of the girls, we're all okay. We argue still, and my mom had it rough when she passed, toward the end. And it's like when the will and all that stuff came out, that's when the arguing began. And we've come a long way, told my mom. But like I said, it's just I get so stress and anxiety because my sister and how she is, trying to do everything on my end. I want to pay my own mortgage. I want to pay my own loan. I get tired of having to go through her.
Right. Yeah, it gets really tough. It gets really tough when it comes down to things like that and finances. I'm being shown that your sister thinks that she is trying to protect you and keep your best interest at heart. And you just need to continue to tell her that you know what's best for you. She's really being kind of that big sister, and her heart is in the right place. Okay. So your mom wants you to know that. And
tell Mama that I know she loves me. I don't hate her. I just hate how she is sometimes, and it just really causes me anxiety a lot. I just wish she would say, okay, you've been doing good on your payments and all that. Let's go to the bank and put your house in your name. I just want to live my life. I'm 55, and I want something to call my own. This house is almost paid for. Why she just won't go ahead and do it? I don't know. Maybe she's afraid I won't fall through, or maybe she's trying to protect me in a good way. But I think in a couple of years, I just worry she's going to get mad at me or something and say, well, you're going to have to get out, or something like that, because she's the homeowner. I'm not the homeowner. And tell my mom that's what I stress out about.
Yeah, that's not. I don't see that happening. Your mom is telling you to talk to her and engage with her and say, Mom, help me out. Show me how to, bring forth some guidance to show me how to have this conversation with my sister and help me work this out because I can't do it on my own. Until we ask our loved ones to engage, all they can do is step back and watch. So actively engage your mom, your angels, because you've got some heavy duty angels around you right there ready to help you. But you've got to engage them. You have to physically ask them to engage before they can help you with this process.
Well, she told me when the $80,000 is paid for, I'll get the deed to the house. I mean, that I don't want to have to answer to her for the next 6 years. I'm working 2 jobs, my business and another job, doing all I can right now with the pandemic going on, paying her what I can, and I just, if she would let me get it in my name through the bank, then all these, then we wouldn't butt heads so much.
Right.
So,
right. Just keep doing what you're doing because I see this clearing up for you. I really do.
I know my mom's helping me from above. Is she around you at all still?
Yes.
Now, she's a real easy spirit too. We all were country raised out in the country. Christian people. We were all laid back, kind of people. We all were taught to work hard for what we had. And that's why I love my sisters, but it's just none of us tell my mom I'm so sorry for what happened to her. And I know it wasn't her time to go. And tell her we all had a tough time dealing with it.
Yeah. She says thank you. She knows. She knows. She's,
Tell,
it's never
tell
an
her
easy thing.
and tell her I'm sorry for what happened to the family home. And I know my sister's intentions were good. She kind of like gutted down our family home and remodeled it. So it's her house and all that, but it's just the way things were done that I get upset with. I have trouble dealing with that sometimes. Tell mom.
She said she's okay with the family house being gone. She said she's okay with that. Because it was causing.
Tell my mom I just want my home. I want my home, and I want her to have the family home and how she already has it. She has her home. I want my home.
Yeah, she hears you. She hears you. She knows. She said she's working hard.
Tell my mom I love her, and my dad I'm sure is around her too. I miss my dad too, and I missed how our family used to be. We all used to have cookouts. We all used to be able to go out to the farm and do what we can't do that now because it's my sister's home. And tell my mom I understand that, and if I could just have my house in my name and I just don't want to have to answer to my sister. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to pay all this within 5 or 6 years, but I don't want to have to deal with her for that long.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. So is there anything else that I can help you with this evening?
That's it. Just tell my mom I love her very much and tell her to keep on looking after me.
I will. She said she will. No worries. She's got your back.
Tell my mom I don't want to have to move. Not at my age.
You're not going to have to move. You're not going to have to move.
It's all paid for.
Yeah. Yeah. You're in good hands. You're in good hands. Trust that.
It's upset with me.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kathy, thank you so much for calling in. I sure appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate you listening to and getting connected with my mom, Patsy.
You're so welcome. Have a great night.
Thanks.
All right. Next, we have Sydney in Vancouver, Washington. Hello, Sydney.
Hi there.
Welcome to Shine.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. What can we do for you this evening?
I would love to know if there's any messages from me, from, I guess, anyone who's passed on or any of my guides. I did have a very loved one, very close to me, pass away recently.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can connect here real quick, and I'll be right back with you, okay?
Absolutely.
So Sydney, I have a male presence coming through right now, showing me like a celebration. Maybe you guys have been friends and family gathering in a park. There's lots of there's lots of community and honoring and celebrating. Have you guys done a recent celebration?
No, we haven't. We definitely want to do something eventually, but due to what's kind of going on in the world, everything's pretty much shut down where we are.
Okay. So I'm being shown that there will be this celebration where all of you can kind of come together and celebrate and be in joyfulness. So what they're showing me right now is that this is actually playing in your favor. I know that sounds really horrible, but it's playing in your favor because what happens is when you guys all meet together, there's going to be communion and there's going to be laughter and there's going to be sharing, and so it's going to make it a lot easier, and people are going to be able to talk about it and laugh and be joyous.
Okay.
So it's going to be a really fantastic thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And Sydney, I know we are coming down to the last couple seconds of our show. I do want to say just real quickly that you have so many guides and loved ones around you, spreading so much love. You are so protected. And you just need to remember to call upon them with anything that you need help with, no matter how little it may seem to you. Call them in, because you have a lot of loved ones around you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it. Well, that does it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out my website at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. I'll be posting more happenings and more classes coming up in June and July. You can reach out to me on my Facebook pages, Julie Yeager Walker Media and Your Time to Shine. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next week.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Avid Advice Live with Pia Johann. Live from AvidAdviceLive.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Avid Advice Live
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
There is somebody's mom here. She directed to you right now.
Fia was actually channeling my mother.
I have her right now with me.
She passed away 3 years ago.
She says, forgive me.
Hearing from my mom was amazing.
What she told you before, 3 days before she passed.
That she loves me and that she'll see me soon.
She's directing me another woman in the room. Please.
My grandmother was my mentor growing up.
There's two women that directed by her right now. You and her. She's talking about the man that she was concerned, and she's still concerned, and she asked for forgiveness for that man as well.
The man that she brought forward to forgive, that's my brother.
She's telling you to stop being weak. Bring more confidence into your life.
You know, we're all at different points in our lives. We've all been through different experiences, traumas, excitements, joy.
She's proud of you. You're quick in something. You stopped something that was very hard for you to do.
You wouldn't think that 10 years ago that I was addicted to drugs.
She says, I'm proud of you. Continue.
I never stopped asking the universe to show me the way.
She's talking about your pain. Let it go.
I don't have to have that story anymore. I don't have to hold on to the story of my pain, of my past, of my trauma. Today, I can let it go.
Let it go! She said, can you forgive me?
Yes.
Say goodbye to all things that could stop you to succeed, to feel good, to connect with your soul. Say yes high.
Yes.
Loud.
Yes.
Louder.
Yes.
She's asking you, can you forgive that person? She's directing someone else. She's directing a man. She's directing someone. Can you forgive that person? Can you forgive that person for her? Loud!
Yes, I forgive him.
Why you do forgive him? She want to know.
I forgive him for myself.
You are worthy enough to do everything for yourself. Not for anybody else, for yourself.
I know that takes a lot from her, but she gives. And she gives and she gives.
She's asking you to be strong, to be powerful, to be connected to your soul. You don't need anyone's affection and approval to be perfect. You are already perfect. Believe in yourself.
Yes.
Just say, yes, I do believe in myself.
Yes, I do believe in myself.
Louder!
Yes, I do believe in myself.
Louder!
Yes, I do believe in myself. And I believed in her. We're all from Brooklyn, New York, so there was a very Jewish Italian community there where people's homes were open and they would intermingle and share their faiths, share their food.
She's talking about backyard. She's talking about the trees. She's talking about dishes. She's talking about the chicken. She's talking about the chair. She's talking about everything. Please direct her what she's trying to say.
Nana's house.
Yes, my mom's house. We all lived together. I mean, they lived there. with my mom and my dad. They were always together. We were always together, always cooking. She actually made a better chicken parmesan than my mother.
Yeah, hers is better. But don't tell her that.
Yeah, don't tell my mom that.
Don't tell Nana.
There is a power in sadness. There is a power in pain. And the power comes when you overcome it.
Talking to her really, really helped me, I think. It's definitely gonna kind of just clear my mind of all the negative thoughts that I had.
My father, Congressman Ron Dellums, who passed away a year and a half ago, visited Fia.
Today was a day to remember Ron Dellums, who in 1970 brought to Congress an anti-war and anti-apartheid stance that was branded as radical and dangerous.
Oh my God. He's asking, do you remember my hand?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what I told you?
Yeah.
Do you remember why I told you?
Yeah.
Dellums' youngest daughter, Piper, is proud that her father became an early voice against oppression in South Africa, applying pressure that would one day bring an end to apartheid.
You said, take my legacy, take my mantle. You're the smartest person I know. Go into the world and heal the land and do it in your way.
You know, Ron never gave up. He never became bitter. He loved people.
This is not my hand, this is your dad. He wanted you to tell again, louder, louder, and clear what he told you.
I'm passing you my mantle, I'm passing you my anointing, and passing it to you. You're the smartest one that I know. Run. There's so much work to be done. Run, run, run and heal the world, and don't stop. Do it in your way. Run, baby girl. Do it in your way.
So she spoke into me like a sister, but also like an angel.
He said, I saw you when you cried in front of that candle. Why did you cry?
She's given me the faith and trust and support that was being given me by my dad before he left. So she's done this beautiful transition of allowing me not to feel the void of his leaving.
I don't know where to go when I'm not speaking with you, or I just don't know how to feel safe in the world without you in it.
In the area where I don't have a female in my life, because I don't have a relationship with my mother, and I don't have a sister. She has stepped in with the feminine to remind me that I am also loved and purposeful and beautiful and worthy, that I'm valuable.
It's not just me that tried to basically sending you messages and changing her. So she changed me in so many ways as well.
So our silly song goes this way. We are the key to do more than just let it be. The key to our destiny is in the hands of our humanity. His love is more than a philosophy. Because we are the key.
We are the key.
We are the
but
key.
Diamond's key.
Welcome back to Times Square today. I am your host, Greg Roulette, and I am very excited for our next guest because she is known as the Persian Medium, the subconscious mind surgeon. She's a motivational speaker, clinical hypnotherapist, and celebrity psychic medium. This is going to be a fascinating conversation with my good friend, Fia Johansson. Fia, how are you doing? Welcome
Nice
to the
to
show.
meet you. Thank you.
I'm so excited to talk about what you've been up to because you've been getting some major attention lately, some amazing work with law enforcement. You've recently been featured in Forbes, Wall Street. Like, what's going on? Like, let's just start there. What's been happening with you?
Yeah, I'm shocked too, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm honored to be featured on Forbes magazine and also co-authoring with Jack and Phil. And at the same time, I find my purpose, and my purpose was about to help others. And I started my career with law enforcement when I was at the age of 17, and I started in Stockholm. And when I came to US, I feel that I have to do the same because I do have a gift. I could help people, a million of them worldwide.
Yeah.
And why not? They need me, and I need them to make them to feel good, relief. And then every families who reached out to me because of their missing persons, because of a lot of other individual cases, the most important part was if I can bring any relief and any happiness to them.
Yeah.
Which for me was a blessing when I could feel that I could at least actually give them some closure for their thought, their emotional feelings, and then, connection with themselves again.
Exactly. Yeah, families, we need a lot of that right here, right now, today. Why do you think this is all happening now, right? Was it a certain case? Was it just you saying, I need to break? Like, why is all this attention coming your way now? The books, the media, the new business, like, why now?
I always been around media, but this time, because of a couple of cases that I can't mention because of the security reason, I've been very known, and those cases been kind of huge cases, and Forbes got attention. That was a blessing.
Yeah.
And that was the feeling actually that I had. And then they reached out, they wanted to feature me, and then after that, everything. And I'm actually going to be featured on Wall Street Journal in July.
Wow.
So I had an interview with iHeartRadio today. They reached out after they saw Forbes, and it was amazing. People ask me, are you just finding missing people? Or are you kind of like just working with the law enforcement? No, I don't. I actually work with individual cases with people, like when people wants to talk to me and communicate with me, ask me about anything and everything.
Yeah.
It could be their love life, it could be their investments, it could be any other type of the cases, like as a business entrepreneur that they do have. So that's what I do. Actually help them.
So when does someone seek out a medium? At what point in their journey, whether it's for a missing person, for a loved one, for like their own life? When do they seek you out? Are you the last resort to help give me closure to the case, or are people starting to really see the value in bringing you into a case early?
Definitely when all the cases are starting, so they know already about like what's going on around that case. But sometimes it's very hard to put all the puzzles together to find that specific person or that specific crimes. So that's why, especially cold cases, so that's why when I came in the middle, I'm receiving those messages, I'm connecting, and at the same time, I help them to put more puzzles together and more communication with people, and that would make them to succeed faster.
Now, is this something that law enforcement has been using for forever? Is this something new to them?
It's not something new. CIA actually used psychics for so many years, and also other law enforcement also using psychic. Google using psychics, and but it's not every person. So you have to have a talent, you have to have a gift, and they are not a joke. If you are not deliver, if you are just pretending or acting, nothing good is going to happen. So you have to have the gift, you have to have a talent, and they want to see the proof and test.
Yeah.
And believe me or not, I think and I believe so strongly, law enforcement, they do have some psychic abilities by themselves because they knew what's going on, but they are not really believing in their inner voice or their thought and subconscious until they get in connect, example, with me, and I'm just like, well, you already found it, but you pass it on. Why? Because you doubted about it. So we do all have. We are based on energies. We pick up energies. We're receiving energies, but we have to listen and we have to connect with that energies.
What do you think it is that makes you unique? Like, why do they bring you in for these cases?
Because I'm stubborn and because I'm telling law enforcement what to do and not to do. And if they are not listening, I'm getting out from the room. And they know me. People who actually worked with me in the past, they know I'm real and I'm serious. people who may just shaking hand with me just because of other sources that been interviewed or introduced by. So then they kind of like, it takes time for them, maybe about 24 hours or 48 hours to get to know me. After that, they would says, well, whatever you says, yes, we do.
I love that, and the stubbornness is taking you to really good
Attitude,
places
yes.
right now. I love it. Where do you want this to go? Like, so the writing the books, the getting the attention, working with law enforcement, working with like, where do you see yourself growing this?
I have no roof. There's no roof for me. And as long as I can help other people, that's exactly what life is. I mean, I think I do have a gift just because of one purpose. Just be there for people and let people bring love and happiness to you. And as long as I know and I feel and I breathe, I would love to help as many as I can. So people who want to talk to me about their personal issues, because I'm a clinical hypnotherapist too, so I'm removing addiction, any type of addictions with hypno.
Yeah.
I'm also actually having master degrees, psychologist master degrees from actually University of Stockholm. So basically, I can do a lot for people as far as I did all my life. Like at the age of 7.5, when I found about my abilities.
Yeah.
From that time until now, everything is just rock for me.
I love that. Now, this is a fun question we ask everybody on the show. If you could go back in time, right? So whether this is you just starting your business, maybe it was when you were young and you found out these abilities, if you could give yourself a piece of advice, knowing now what you know and where this has taken you, what would you tell yourself?
Be your own leader. Lead yourself and always be yourself. Never try to pretend to be somebody. Never try to change yourself just because someone or somebody or some country wanted you to be. Bring your unique personality, tap into your talent and energies, and just bring inspiration to people. When we are sending love and inspiration, we are receiving the same.
Yeah.
So just be yourself, be happy, and be thankful.
I love that. Now, if someone is watching this right now, and I know they are, and they're like, I need a Persian medium in my life. I need her to help my organization. Like, where can they learn more? Where do they see how you can actually help them?
Sure. I do have a platform named Avid Advice,
Okay.
AVID Advice, avidadvice.com. So people can reach out through my avidadvice.com platform. I do have Instagram, Persian Medium, basically. Just type Persian Medium.
Love it.
I have over 1,200,000 followers already, so I would love to have more followers. So, and also avidawakening.com is my place in Corona Del Mar, Newport Beach.
Okay.
But right now the waiting list is about like February 23rd, 2020. But people who would love to meet me face to face, I would say go to fiona@avidawakening.com, send an email, and I will be there for you in no time.
Lots of different ways to learn more, lots of different ways to contact you. Please reach out because she can help you, whether it's getting closure or learning more or getting that insight into what you need to know. Fia, thank you so much for being a guest here
Thank you so
today.
much. Thank you.
Definitely. And we'll be back with more from Times Square today in just a minute.
Welcome back to the Global Entrepreneurship Initiative. I'm excited to introduce our next speaker, Ms. Fia Johansson, who's better known as the Persian medium and subconscious mind surgeon. She's a multi-talented motivational speaker, clinical hypnotherapist, and celebrity psychic medium. An author who works closely with law enforcement to help locate missing people and solve difficult criminal cases with detectives and as well as private investigators. Throughout her career, she's helped thousands of people identify personal roadblocks to help them truly believe in their own path to success, whatever that dream may be. Her greatest passion in life is helping others achieve their ultimate dreams and desires, teaching people to believe that truly anything is possible. Please help me welcome to the stage Ms. Fia Johansson.
Well, hello everyone. I love the spirit in this room. Really, I do. You guys having amazing spirits, which actually helping millions of people so far. As Nick said, my name is Thea Johansson. I'm a medium and subconscious mind surgeon. I will share a couple of my stories of my life, which both kind of funny, at the same time a little bit hurtful, but good to know about how the medium could feel sense as a person. I was at the age of 7.5 when I found that I have some sort of power. Of course, first it was kind of odd, a little bit difficult to understand myself, and I kind of like felt something is not correct with me because I could see, feel, and sense things before things happened. I went to my mom and asked, "What's wrong with me?" "Nothing, you're good." "Should I take you to the doctor?" "No, I don't know, but I can feel and sense that something crazy is going to happen to my grandma, example. Something is going to happen to my uncle, and all this stuff." However, they're trying to tell me to don't say anybody when you feel and sense something bad is going to happen to them, because I don't wanted them to be scared and see that we should not be even near them. I said, okay, at the age of 7.5, I should just like not saying anything and just relax. At the age of 11, I found one of the most hurtful untruths about my life, which was completely true. I found out that my grandma, who actually I knew and I felt as a mom, is just my grandma and not my mom. My grandpa was my grandpa and not my father. My uncles, they never been my brothers and they've been just my uncles. And my mom, not ever been my sister, and she always been my mother. But this truth been always held and hidden by my family until my grandma passed away. Before that, I had a life as a princess, spoiled completely, and they would definitely give me anything and everything what I want. After she passed, I figured I don't have anyone anymore. My mom is too young. I don't have no feelings as a daughter and mother connections. I feel completely lost, and I found myself, what should I do now? I do have some gift that could help me so far, but should I just like push myself down and see that, oh, this is a trauma. I have to just like be depressed. Now I lost this and that, and I found the truth about my life. And I found about my father. Who is my father? Somebody. Where is he? Another country. Okay. I tell myself, get up, stop it right now. It doesn't matter which family you had. It doesn't matter what they told you. It doesn't matter what happened. What it matters right now is to open the new chapter in your life. And I was completely left alone by myself without anybody to take care of myself. At the age of 14, I asked my uncle, who left Iran to Stockholm, Sweden, if there is possibility to take me there. He said, maybe or maybe not, but I would do my best. 3 months later, I felt and I sensed I will be there. I'm not belonging in this country anymore, and I don't want to. I went to Sweden, Stockholm, and waited that my uncle was going to come and pick me up. Nobody showed up. Gosh, again, I'm here. My uncle is not here, and I don't even know that language. I couldn't speak English. Nothing. Okay. Then, Miss Fia, you are here with nobody again. So what happened? I tell myself, you are deaf and you are blind. Deaf and blind. What a deaf and blind person can do? I can't talk to anybody. I can't see anything, but I have to activate some other power inside of my body again at the age of 14. So I tried to communicate with people, try to talk or communicate with some officers and ask about, like, where am I? I know that I'm in Stockholm, but I don't even know where to go. So basically, I found some hotel and stay there and just like think about like what happened with my uncle. So I found out that he had a car crash almost a couple of hours before that he went to come and pick me up. So they take 1 month for me and for him to recover, to come out after coma and come and find me. So in 1 month, I was left over in a country with the minus 30 degrees I mean it. Minus 30 degrees. And I'm not joking. I could feel that I can't breathe sometimes, but I would have a lot of, ice in my nose and my ears and everything. Whatever I felt, you know what? Fia, you do have a power. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Build the new chapter. Again, this is your second chapter in another country. So I prayed. I connect to my divine. I sense. And all of a sudden, 3 families, without even knowing who they are, what they are up to, they reach out to me out of nowhere. How? I went out to the Starbucks, but basically there is no Starbucks. It was something, looked like or similar to Starbucks, and saw some lady that's sitting there and crying. I went and said, well, I can't speak. What should I say? Okay, the only things that I can do is a love language. Maybe I should hug her. Maybe I should just say, I'm here. And it was a Swedish girl, of course, blondie. And I'm kind of like a black hair. Well, that maybe she's going to get scared a little bit. But I says, don't worry about it. Just go and get it done. So I did that. And she hugged me so hard. Was like, what's going on? What's happened to you? She's starting to talk. I couldn't understand. Barely nothing. Swedish language? Come on, guys. You guys don't want to even learn. It's very difficult and very hard. I said, okay, it's just continue and continue. I felt and see that she lost the baby, or actually the baby was missed in the past of almost 4 years. And she basically went to the family and asked questions about where can I go? How can I find? Because it was in another state, and they come back to the Stockholm, and then she all of a sudden just break down. I said, I can help you. I feel where the baby is, or somehow I can see the baby. They didn't understand what I'm saying. I was like, oh my gosh, what should I say? It's like translating. I do remember that day. So basically after almost 2 hours, some Persian family, they could actually speak my language, finally Persian, so they could understand exactly what I'm talking, because they've been closest friend to that Swedish family. My career started at the age of 14 in Stockholm. Just 2 months after, I landed in this minus 30 degrees of country. So my point is, whatever I had in my life, I always been thankful and grateful. I never said why I don't. I never said why me. I never said how. I always say, come on, get up, find a way, go. That's it. So never give up. And I always learn myself, don't be logic, be biologic. Because that's the only way you can feel and sense yourself and others. Always send love and receive love. Never give up about your goals. And of course, the first month, because I did not have enough money, 100 crackers and waters. And it's possible, 20 crackers and water every day, which I did because I did not have money, no place to go, countries with no language. Then after that, I feel like I have to build my company. I built my company almost 3 years later. It was about $4.5 million company with almost 55 Swedish employees. And what I did that, not just helping police officers and private investigators and all this stuff. I did this because I felt that Swedish people rejected me one after each other. Why? Because I'm from another country. I said, you know what? I make a decision now. I am going to build my own company, and you are going to hire you. This is me now, Fia Johansson. So now I'm not going to be a blondie lady, but I'm going to be the black hair lady with a lot of power and veal. So my veal power make my company became super successful back in Stockholm. Almost 8 years ago, I felt that I have to move to America. I find my love of my life. And when I come here, I felt, okay, you left your country. Oh. So I couldn't barely speak English. I was like, okay, start it again, Miss Via. Now this time, maybe English is much easier than and faster than Swedish. So that was all I had. And now I have over 5.5. Everything is possible, even you don't know about the language. So remember that, deaf and blind always will help you and send love and passion to yourself and anything and everything you want. Everything is possible.